Hey, welcome back to the Metropole Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in from a new remote location. The new technology brings something we haven't ever seen before. That is right. He's looking to the left. How's everyone doing? It's a brand new world here. Yeah, left side's okay, I guess. I think I need to back up. There's too much space behind my head. That would be... Yeah. How's everyone doing? It's a new angle. So, congrats on the cardboard. Thank you. So, welcome. This is a new apartment, or a condo. Technically, I think apartment means rental. We bought a place. It's been really, really good. Woo to the left, hey Maddie. Yeah, left actually makes sense. I think because I spend a lot of time with my camera on this side because we're looking at DECKLISTS or we're playing JNet, and I think it makes more sense naturally that we're looking into the direction of the gameplay. It looks so different. I'm not used to it. Tom, how is Conts, by the way? It seemed like it was a killer event. We can blue steel now. That's been the thing. We've been blue stealing the whole time. I'm just gonna move this piece of plastic because I don't like it. Nailed it. Also, this all my monitors, like we just set this up literally 25 minutes ago. So my chat is over here, which is like kind of direct eye line, but I'm not used to it. My preview monitor's up there, which is kind of weird. New plates. Cato, thank you. Conts went so well, I'm still buzzing. It looked killer. For those who don't know, APAC Conts, as you probably saw, was up on Nelson Little Games' YouTube channel, probably on Twitch. I don't know if they do that anymore. But there's 62 people came out. The thing finally happened in terms of like what finally won the event, which that's good. But it looked killer. I think it's just like the coolest thing to see in-person event of that size at in Australia in APAC. Like that's the first big event of that size. Like that's incredible. So I'm super stoked. How's everyone doing? It's been a wild week. Wow, this room is echoey. How does it sound? I sound like I'm in a cathedral. And a lot of that is there's not a lot of furniture. There's barely a carpet in here, very thin carpet. So we're going to work on that. But yeah, growing pains and all that. I've been pretty overwhelmed. Moving day was on Tuesday. My partner's had the week off, so she's been doing a lot of stuff throughout the days, cleaning the old place, setting stuff up, and I've just been coming home at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and doing as much as I can as quickly as I can. So it was mostly building furniture. So we like built tables and beds and all the sort of stuff you kind of need. And then it was like I got to make my office work. So we just set this up yesterday. New place. Hey John, how's it going? Yeah, it's new. We need to decorate it, obviously. We have a huge closet, which is nice. I think the space is like slightly smaller, maybe than the last studio, maybe slightly. But we're gonna put that table back in behind me and have that paper studio space. I think if things go really well, next Thursday, we'll do an in-person stream here with maybe Neon Static playing some Netrunner in person, in paper, if we have time. Your noise gate is cutting most of the echo. I probably only noticed the teeniest bit because audio engineering gears. Okay, Kato, I'm excited to listen to the replay because I like your opinion on this. I think matters a lot. But I can hear it myself. Like I physically hear myself echoing more than the other space. And I guess there's curtains, but not really. Once you put all those Arkham and Marvel Champions cards around, the echo will be gone. Yeah, Zelty, that's exactly it. There's like so much of the moving was just board games, it turns out, because obviously not very space efficient. Board games and books, very, very bad moving situation. So many of the boxes are just board game, living room on it over and over and over again. There's one entire box of Netrunner and 1.5 boxes. Marvel Champions is a box, Arkham is a box, and all that stuff is behind me because that stuff usually stays in the studio. So we'll get there now. Where's Rumor Mill Cat gonna go now? I honestly don't know. Like I haven't considered what the background is. What's really exciting is Door. Like think about all the opportunities Door provides. At any point in time, somebody could enter. Like potentially that's incredible. Like I don't know what I could put behind me that's more exciting than Door. This is closet, mind you. Nobody will like, there's no one in there. But Door is good. Add some tension. Exactly, John. How's it going? Board games during a move is a mood. Oh my god. It's so bad. We had 3 people come in to help move. It wasn't that bad comparatively because we didn't move any big furniture. Like we didn't move a bed or a fridge or a washing machine. All that stuff was here besides the bed, and the couch, which we bought. So that was delivered by the nice folks at IKEA. But yeah, it was like 37 degrees and these guys are like obviously sweating so much bringing the stuff up. It's just boxes of board games. And I'm sitting there being like, I don't know whose those are. So trivia closet door. That's how we're going to get the new spoilers of the new set, Jabe. At one point, Pat's just going to barge out of the closet. Or it'll be fun for Patrick during spoilers. Yeah, I think you know now. Hey, Kyle, I just got the core box from Arkham for free at Gen Con. How'd you get that for free at Gen Con? I've always wanted to try it, but never had the opportunity until now. Enjoy. I think you're gonna have a great time. I feel like the Arkham Horror core box always comes with a caveat for people who've played it before, which is it is not a great campaign. It's only 3 scenarios. The first scenario teaches you the basics. The second scenario slaps. The third scenario teaches you that losing is very, very possible, and it's a real storyline. So it'll get you into the game. But the core box is like, it's fine. It's not the best core box, but it's okay. I had a similar experience with my move recently. All the boxes of board games, huh? Needs even more door. Yeah, hopefully people had a good time at Gen Con. I don't know if there was Arkham at Gen Con, or sorry, Netrunner at Gen Con. I don't think there's any organized play, but like Gen Con seems like a fun thing to do. It's on the bucket list at some point for sure. I know there's a lot of like FFG stuff going on, like organized play, Marvel Champions, Arkham Horror. I'd hit that up for sure. I worked for Edge running games at the Arkham Horror RPG. Oh, we all got appreciation bags of free stuff. Oh, very cool. That's a really nice prize, or like a really nice appreciation bag of here's a whole core set, figure out a game. And then you're suddenly like, you know, what do they call it? Lost leader? You're $1,000 in. I'm late once again. Lucy, how's it going? How you doing? Since Dunwich will soon be impossible to find, what's going to be the next thing to get for people after they have the core box? I would say Carcosa. I think my favorite campaign for newer players is like Dunwich, kind of, because it was the first campaign, but it's also like super inconsistent. But Carcosa is just like the best campaign in terms of like really, really good fun. From that point, like TFA is a bit of a hard sell because it's really difficult, but it's my favorite box. I think Edge of the Earth doesn't give the experience I think a lot of people want. It's a very interesting experience. Innsmouth is a bit too complicated. Circle is a bit too difficult. Honestly, I don't know. I learned 18 new games in 4 days during Gen Con I ruled. What was a standout, Kato? Can you shout like 2 things that you either discovered or played for the first time that was like worth knowing? What if polka dot door? Hey, sad Doug. Dude, good. Almost finished editing all the videos from UK Nats. Yo, hopefully can call that finished next week. In terms of playing Netrunner, I'm crashing out a bit. Oh, you want to talk about the crashing out a bit? Hopefully your edits are going up. I don't know if you're posting them right now on YouTube or whether you're waiting for them to all be up. But Lucy has been editing a whole bunch of stuff from UK Nats, so that'll be up on the channel. The channel is rigging up, if I'm not mistaken. We are subscribed on this channel. I should have a link in the description. Oh, looks like there is stuff on rigging up. There's a blue dot there. Can you win without gaining credits? Oh wait, that's fun. I don't know if that actually is without credits or not, but it looks like, oh, these are just cool titles for games that are recorded at UK Nats, I guess. That's cool. They're all going up on the Rigging Up YouTube channel. Very, very cool. I've been out of the loop. Like, I know Neon Static uploaded a really cool video recently. I haven't had time to watch it. It's just been like that busy. I haven't had time to watch all of the APAC cons, although I kind of like meta aware. But yeah, it's obviously been it's been a week. And next week is Conts here. Oh my god, it doesn't end. Next week is America's Conts. We have sold 93 tickets. So if you haven't bought, last week Pat was here and I said, I know people who haven't bought tickets who are going, who are like traveling, and Pat was like, name them, and I didn't know who it was because I'm assuming out of like my friends, like my playtesting group. And then yeah, multiple people at the playtesting group hadn't bought tickets. We found out like a day later, and I'm like, what are you doing? You already bought an airplane ticket or whatever, and you haven't bought tickets. We have like 10 tickets left. So yeah, please, if you're going to cons, buy your ticket. There's only like 7 tickets left. Please grab them sooner than later. If you don't have your ticket right now, that's not good. Oh, I do also want to shout out, keep in mind, this might be a bit of a bummer to hear because it is for me, is that if you're flying in Canada, Air Canada, which is one of the Canadian airlines, the large Canadian airline, is going on strike from my understanding. Generally airstrikes I don't think last that long because it's incredibly disruptive, so they really want to settle super quickly from my understanding, but they're planning to go on strike, which means flights will be canceled. So that's a problem. That's definitely going to be a problem. Now, if you're flying Air Canada, I don't know exactly what you should do at this point. Everything will get refunded from my understanding. But if your plans to get to Conts are dependent on Air Canada, that might just be bad news. I would do some research into it for sure, so you're not caught unawares. But from my understanding, they are going on strike. So please just do some more research. I haven't had the time to sit down to do research, but that's a bummer. I heard there was 3 left. Well, I haven't checked in a while. Last I checked, there was like 93 tickets sold. Maybe it is that little. Maybe there's been an update. Oh, that's a small number. We're doing clickbaity titles on the hope we can't escape the Netrunner sphere into the algorithm somewhere. So titles are a bit less dry than UK Nat Startup Side Event Round 5. Yeah, Alco versus Lat, Alco versus Sable, Alco versus Sable. Half of us might not even be able to catch a plane to Cons anymore. Yeah, that's what I've heard. It sucks if that's the case. I hope that this is resolved very quickly because yeah, well, like obviously I hope this people striking get what they want. But yeah, not great. So sorry about that. That's obviously horrendous timing if you're planning to fly in from like the West Coast. I've been trying to keep up with the strike info and getting a close eye on my email. My flights get canceled. Yeah. I know people who are taking other like flights have got emails to be like, oh, we're not Air Canada. We're like Rouge or whatever. We're not affected by the strike, but dude, just watch out, please. That's not great. In terms of Conts, other stuff to like say really quickly. Firstly, oh my god, I need to give a huge shout out to like Zen and Odanuvo who are doing all the organizing stuff behind the scenes. Shout out to my partner Picori too. They're doing a really good job organizing stuff while I am not. Because obviously we've been pretty busy, but I've just like seen the pictures. All the cards have come in, so everything we've printed has arrived. They all look fantastic. There's some extra prize support stuff. We have a trophy we've commissioned for a COS that I don't have to show off. We might be able to show it off on Thursday next week in person. But we have some really cool stuff going on. All that's organized. We got like shirts for volunteers, all that sort of great stuff. So it's just been great. Again, that's not me. There's a lot of other people doing stuff. I feel like maybe I'm the face of this, but like in terms of organization, it's definitely not me doing the most of the work. What I do want to say is that there's been an update recently for self-reporting up on Cobra. For those who don't know, Cobra is the name of tournaments.nullsignal.games. It's an old name. It's what it used to be called, Cobra.ai. Cobra used to be a Netrunner card. Usually Netrunner things get named like that. But they now have this thing where you can self-register and you can self-report. This means that you can submit deck lists, and deck lists will be required. Look at Andre looking left at the page. Isn't that so much better? But it looks like that means, firstly, that you have to submit a deck list. I believe we're going to be doing online submissions. So what you can do is you can log on to the tournaments and you can self-register. And from my understanding, you can attach a deck list from a Netrunner DB account. For that reason, and the next reason, which is self-reporting, a Netrunner DB account, which is free to make, it will be, I think, required, if I'm not mistaken, for Continentals. I don't want to say anything too officially because I have to do a bit of research, but from what it looks like, it is required. If you don't have a Netrunner DB account and that's a problem, we will make it make sense. But I would highly recommend that you go and build a Netrunner DB account so that you can self-register, you can self-report, and it's a lot easier. That means you don't have to do a paper deck list there, or you don't have to print out a deck list. You should be able to submit a deck list online attached to your Netrunner DB account. Just make sure you're submitting the correct deck list, but deck lists will be required. Deck lists will be locked at submission date. You don't have to submit them the evening before, and then self-reporting will be done. Again, you'll log into this website using your Netrunner DB account. So please, if you're coming to Conts and you don't have a Netrunner DB account, or you haven't opened your Netrunner DB account in a while, I would highly recommend making one. I think I probably spelled that wrong. Or just like booting it back up and grabbing the password. So yeah, do keep that in mind. We're going to have fail safes again. We're going to have backups. So if something goes down, we'll have non-digital ways to do things. But the way it looks right now, the easiest way to run things, the way that other Continentals have successfully been running things is paper and yeah, online. We did a combo both at APAC, paper deck list. Yeah, if someone submits a paper deck list, that's fine. I would recommend not doing it because it's less headroom, less like legwork for us. But yeah, if you want to submit a paper deck list, you can. I would recommend not doing it. Hey, new setup, Meether. Welcome to the new apartment. Now I'm looking left. Brave new world. How you doing? You should lock deck lists at midnight 11:59 to save people from themselves. I mean, I'm not going to do that because everyone's going to show up in the morning and forget about it. But we did combo both. Yeah, paper and online, which is good. I like that a lot. Hey, SRN, can't stick around too much, but I hope move went well. Excited to see you at Conts. Yeah, excited to see you. It's just a week. It's like a week away from Conts. Man, is that wild. A lot of work to do this last week. Oh, man. Your favorite Shaper ID is real, though. Trick shot is sick. Everyone loves it. Fight me. Hey, Michael. So excited to catch the stream live. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? It's startups, so nobody's playing Alco. It's a good format where every card people hate don't see play. Oh, those are startup videos. Oh, very cool. If crowdfunding got a word for word reprint, I would push to not ban in startup, let people have sick cards. We did self-reporting at EMEA and it was really nice. I released a little way before this announcement. We had players that couldn't self-report due to not having smartphones, so it shouldn't be super required. Yeah, you don't have to self-report with your phone or digital if you don't want to. If you don't have data because you're traveling, like we have papers. So if you want to submit through a paper slip, that's totally fine. You come up to HQ and submit. You don't need online. It's just if you do have online, it will be easier, it'll be faster, and you don't have to like worry about walking around. But yeah, we'll always have ways that make it make sense. Again, from now and then, if you have any questions, two things. Firstly, there's a Discord server. You can find it on Always Be Running. Join the Discord server, ask questions. People are looking for teammates for the COS for Crown of Servers on Friday. So if you're looking for a team or teammates, please go into there. There's a channel for that. There's channels for people discussing things to do in Montreal. We'll be sharing a map that has like food and stuff that we'd recommend doing in the city. But like people are talking about finding friends to go to escape rooms. I cannot recommend going to Escaparium in Laval enough. It's just the wildest escape rooms. But please just hang out on the Discord, ask questions. That's the easiest place to get any information. You can find all that linked in the description, I believe, because I'll always be running pages there and it's linked in there. So go find it. Tell me Whiteblade doesn't have an NRDB count? Whiteblade will make another one. There's just more of those. New room and boxes. Hey, Ren, how's it going? Mostly Arkham Horror at this point. Nana has eaten. The word is right again. So we haven't had Nanako the cat in this apartment because it's been obviously wild. The doors are open. People are moving packages. Things are dirty. And we just got her back into this apartment about 2 hours ago. And she's like totally chill in terms of she's running around and doing all this sort of stuff. Does the venue have Wi-Fi? That's a good question, Kato. I assume it does, but I'll double check. I'm not 100% sure. You did remind me that this stream's actually on Wi-Fi, which classically we are wired in at the old place. So we'll see if that holds up, but I'll check if the venue has Wi-Fi. Other content news, I purchased a GoPro and a body mount. I'm going to attempt to do something with our world. So, oh, very cool. I know I've done that sort of thing before, and I didn't do anything with the footage, but it's like I found it on a hard drive and it was an absolute treat to see like the footage of worlds. Door for office means less Nanako invasions? Maybe. We might add a cat flap to it, or we might just leave it open. I'm not going to leave it open right now because my partner's in the living room, probably moving boxes and doing stuff. That's both like loud and doesn't need to be broadcast to the internet, but we'll fix it at some point. Everyone's trying to convince me to go to 2-hour escape room at 11 p.m. on Friday. I think I should listen, but it sounds fun. In Montreal? Wait, are you doing one in Montreal or in your part of the woods? The good escape rooms in Escaparium, well, there's no bad ones, but like the wild ones that are like worth traveling to go do are like 2.5 hours. They're very, 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 very weird. They have like actors. They're kind of super, super overproduced in a cool way. All right, let's do some Netrunner. Oh, in Montreal on Friday before the event. Oh, wow. Yeah. Which one? Are you the circus one or the wardrobe one? Because those are both the like the 2.5 hour ones. Both of them are really cool. If you want to do a shorter one, they do still have good shorter ones, but like you might as well go for a 2-hour one, I guess. Free 20 plan boxes for Arkham sounds right. There's a lot of boxes in this room. It keeps going. Since it's your place, you can actually just install a cat flap in the door. Yeah, exactly. This is like the nice little treat is that I can just drill into things and not exactly not care, but you know what I mean. It was world class. Yeah, it does show up on lists of like best escape rooms in the world. Laval has some really, really good stuff. It sucks in the other way though, because once you like, this is the thing, okay, first world problem. When I talk to people and they like, you ask them, do you like escape rooms? They're like, no, because they went to some like shitty escape room somewhere that's like 25 minutes and it's like half-assed. It's like, oh, you flip this over, it has a code on the bottom. So if you maybe go to some escape rooms in Escaparium and you go to Laval and they have like actors and like, you know, $1 million setup of decorations and all that, like no joke, they spent over $1 million on some of the escape rooms there. Yeah, it's other escape rooms gonna look like shit. You just gotta get used to that. Definitely worth seeing though. It's just kind of like seeing good theater. I guess you appreciate theater more. All right. This deck list we played last week. This is Professional Dirt Eater. Came 2nd, 17th, and 55th at IRL EMEA. This is published by Koga. Koga was playing this. Tuno was playing it. Tuno, it came in 2nd. There was another person who's playing this. I forget who. But 3 Italian players, if I'm not mistaken. And the version that we played yesterday was Tuno's version. It was slightly different. It was 40 cards. I think it was not playing Blueberry Diesel. The version we're playing wasn't playing, I think it wasn't playing Dawkins Pass either. I don't think. Maybe we're playing one of them. But we have the list published or on Argenteki on that, so it was slightly different. I don't think we had that great of a time playing this list. I don't actually understand what it's trying to do that much. We've been mostly playing last week against like assets and like op kill assets and like Alco assets and the whole sort of like Lilybad engine. I think it's still really, really more powerful than I think it is, but we just weren't swinging into it enough. So I don't feel like we felt what this was intending to do. Blueberry Diesel was kind of cool. It's like a bit of a combo deck. It finds your combo pieces quickly. It's also a prognostic. And I think in most of the games we played, prognostic wasn't a key player. I think that's maybe a skill issue where like I haven't played the reps with this deck to understand what we should prioritize, and I was just playing good like Reg Criminal alongside Pat. I want to say we didn't lose the game that night. I don't think, but we should have. I think there was one game we should have lost. I think our opponent didn't see the line. But yeah, it's definitely a neat list, and I think this is something I said last week. As someone who is a bit feels stifled, I guess, with this kind of, I would say, width of the card pool, it's really cool to see a criminal list like this that is not the same criminal list we've been playing for better or for worse for like 6 years straight. So that's kind of cool, but I don't know if we're actually gonna like, do you think people will play this at America Cons? I'm not 100% sure. I honestly don't know. I need to play more of this to know what this offers compared to some other lists, some other like, you know, Reg Crim lists, but it's definitely very, very cool. And Koga is a really interesting deck builder. Koga was doing commentary, if I'm not mistaken, at the stream, and I think Koga is just fantastic. But if you actually dig through some of Koga's lists, it's like some of the weirdest, wildest brews, and some of them are like my favorite decks, like Plutus PD, a whole bunch of like Los lists, right? Like just doing some really cool stuff. Ruka Sports is a really fun archetype. These are all rotated, but like very, very cool deck builder. So very always interested to see what Koga's doing. So we'll give it a shot. Spec work is one influence, yeah, right? I think we got spec work. I think isolation might also be one influence. I think we got a series of like somewhat. Does this button not work? Huh? What? Did I change the mode of my keyboard? I think I did. Okay. So I don't have access to the tab. So I have to search like this. Isolation's one influence. Yeah, there's a bunch of cards like this in Ashes that are one influence, like get rid of things. Edward, how's it going? I find the deck list really hard to win quick or dies to measured. We had a measured issue because I think our liquidity didn't feel that good compared to like maybe some other criminals. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. What is your Mount Rushmore of deck builders? Oh man, that's a hard question. I'm really bad at these sort of questions where it's like, think of everything and then pick, 5 because I just can't remember everything. It's the sort of thing where like if someone suggested a name, I would probably be better at saying yes or no. I don't know. That's a hard question. That's a cool question to think about, though. In my city, there was like 3 escape room places. I had a couple of friends who really like escape rooms. At one point, they had done every single one. We're waiting for a new one to release. I know a bunch of people like that in Montreal. In fact, I've been to every escaparium room besides one, maybe 2, but one of them is like made for kids. And then it turns out there's another escaparium, not in Laval, but on the other side in like Saint Laurent, that I've only been to one there. Played about 10 games of this list today, lost 8 of them. I really don't understand what it did in the EMEA meant unless it hit every nebula. Yeah, that's I don't understand the questions that this deck is answering. But I'm excited to play because it's cool. How do the escape rooms work with English versus French? You say what language you want to be in, and then generally the actor can speak both languages. You'll either probably have somebody you can tell they're speaking English second language or sometimes not. But that's just how it is. What you also notice that anything that's written will be written in 2 languages. So they'll figure out a way to do it. It kind of, I wouldn't say spoils it exactly, because if you see something in English and French, that means it's important that you understand it. But mostly anything that's legible is important to the escape room. But yeah, that's like a very impressive thing about Montreal in general, let alone like Montreal theater, like this sort of theater, is that the people who are presenting have to be able to present in 2 languages. And then any sort of puzzle has to work in 2 languages, or at least have 2 different answers. So it's very, 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 very cool. Very cool. It's the worst amount of convincing I have to do to get people to go to good escape rooms is wild. Yeah, bad escape rooms really sour people from my understanding. I don't think isolation is good enough even with Baz getting you in clickless installs. No, I don't think it is. But like isolation, my slash doesn't work. I don't know what's going on with that. We've seen a lot of cards like this in Netrunner, which is like, a 3 credit card or like a 5 to 6 credit card with a kicker. Like, is this extract? Sort of. Kind of. Just pick the first 5 that comes in your mind. Daria, Il, Cold Lava, Picori, Lucille. Does somebody want to do the Saw one? Oh yeah, they have a Saw type escape room we haven't done. They give you intentionally worse experience if you choose English though, / 30 Eater is a great name. It really is. Isolation extremely draft playable, having drafted it before. Yeah, it's like, yeah, draft power level. I think that's not disaccurate, but there's very few cards that are not draft power level. In fact, it's hard to think of a card that's not draft power level unless it's like incredibly situational. Like, I don't know. Motivation. Let's give this a shot. So this is where it's weird. Now Andre's looking off screen. Like, that's kind of weird. Yeah, this doesn't make sense. How do we mulligan? I guess we mulligan over here. Yeah, that makes sense. Is extract but no runners op? Yes. And also no runner is like in theory, no runner is Haley, right? Or truly being brave by playing 0 pinholes? I mean, buckle up. Is a Bangoon grind. Man, we had such a miserable time playing Bangoon last week. Just grinder. I think Lucy's playing a Neurospike list, which like this deck has no kill prevention. But oh no, it does have Simul Chip into Lily Pad. We can survive as 6 damage at Bangoon. But like honestly, Bangoon has been just ass to play into. Like not very fun. Hand is okay. Marjana is whatever. Dawkins Boomerang is fine. Prog early is fine. We definitely want Coffee. This deck doesn't play Class Act. There's just been a whole bunch of criminal lists recently that haven't been playing Class Act. But I'm going to keep this. This seems okay. Lucy went for the mulligan. You see, he's looking left. It makes more sense. Best of luck. Have fun. You can also Q loop for lily pad drop. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can just send it. Motivation Oracle May is cracked in draft. Imagine motivation. Oh, Acid Spam Bangoon. This is what I mean. It's like none of the things that our deck does like interacts with Acid Spam favorably. Is there anything on the table we care about? Yeah, agendas. And because they're installed face down, I think we don't care. I'm just going to check 2 of them. Maybe 3. We'll see. But like... It might be better to take Zahya here, but okay. I mean, that's a lot of money we took off the table. Q-Loop Lily 2, you can get to 7? Yeah, I guess if it all lines up. Hey, Rohit, Q-Loop Lily Pad is kill protection. I guess it is. You can also cup things? Yeah, cup is an option. All right, so Lucille has agendas in hand. We can Docklands run HQ, get our money back. But we have an econ problem. Oh. Well, the Marjana's going to do something next turn. Oh, like we're going to have 3 credits against the Regolith. Show me the escape room. Yeah, Kevin's been organizing. We don't have to do the one that ends at 1. They're really, really good. I mean, maybe we don't steal this thing. I think we can let this one go through. Like, we've trashed, like, worst case is an anthill. The long one does sound cool. Is there a Sunday slot? Kolavi, you're not planning to play in the finals? Believe in yourself. Like, show me an anthill. Oh, it's a wall-to-wall. It's okay. We definitely want to deal with this. Yeah, I don't know. Just, it's a Zahya list, I guess. So this interacts poorly with this. So if this is another asset, it eats the wall-to-wall. So I don't think we care about it. We just definitely want to get money. We could draw into a clean getaway, right? Right? Yeah, we can draw into a clean getaway. We can't play it. I'll just run R&D and click for a credit. We can let this tick for 1 turn. We don't want to get another agenda here. Yeah, I don't think we trash this, unfortunately, because then we'll be unmeasured, and we don't want to be unmeasured when we have this much money. I don't know what we're doing. Eating dirt today. Alex, how's it going? Yeah, we're eating dirt. Are you Air Canada, unfortunately? 6 didn't get res. I assume it's garbage, or is it Spin Doctor? When does Swiss start on Saturday? Yeah, I'd have to check the schedule. I'm not sure. I think it starts at like 8:30, 9:30. It starts early. Is it measured threat 4? Yeah, that's why we don't want to steal another agenda. Happens to me sometimes my glacier list just goes spam reg on the table. Still hadn't booked flights yet. I mean, I guess that's working out for you. So we know this is an Angelique into something to Basalt. I don't know if it's a Lacosta, but I do think that she is on a Neurospike list, so we can't let this cook forever. Our best case scenario is we run R&D, hit a single, and then we go and win. There easily could be agendas in archives, so we could do like R&D, archives, R&D just to see more cards. I don't think she has enough measures that we're going to die, but we're on 9 credits. 8:30 a.m. registration, round 1 is supposed to be 9:45. Yeah, that sounds about right. We have to watch out for snare, I guess. It's hard to play around everything modernly. Okay. So the agenda went back in and the line. So we have to play around public trail too. So we did our thing. We could draw once again. I guess we're like on the cusp of prognostic and just like ripping it. I think we just draw and throw the Docklands. I think actually with only throwing out 1 agenda, there's a chance that Boomerang into Run HQ is worth something here. I've been procrastinating a lot lately. Been busy dealing with divorce stuff and dealing with mortgage financing stuff with my ex, which has been using all my executive function. But that's mostly sorted. Oh, hopefully it's going okay, Alex. That doesn't sound great. Time for the mortgage term due date on August 17th. Oh, I hope it's not been too much of a headache. Hopefully you all doing all right, okay? All right, maybe Angie on HQ. Nothing's happening, so we don't have to do anything. Okay, let's draw. Nice. So this could be a big old barrier. Could be a big old Pharaohs. It is an advanceable card. We probably want to deal with the wall-to-wall and just click for credits because she definitely needs the money here. Just had that on my to-do list ahead of planning out flights. I mean, that makes sense. Why draw if we can install Q-Loop? I don't know if we want to pay credits for this. Like, I don't know if we want to pay 2 credits and then find like a breaker and then install it for like 4 credits. I mean, you're right. Maybe it's better than the drawing. We can just click for a credit instead of doing that. It could be Shalendra. I think we just deal with Server 5 and then make sure that if we get oppoed, we can clear tags. At least keep 8 so we don't measured Angelique and a line or something. I don't know. On the other hand, all other flights are like quadruple the cost now. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the Air Canada strike is doing that. That's not good. Okay. Eventually she'll flood up. We played 2 straight gambles? Yeah. So I don't know what money we get off the top of the deck, like a bravado. She protected HQ, right? Like we haven't got a transfer yet, but that's probably an Anji. We could Fazarium run. I don't think we do it. Speaking of flights, I should really figure out why I fly back to Canada from the UK in October. The annoying thing about Air Canada is they have direct flights from Montreal to Edinburgh, but they stop in September or earlier in October. I forget which is the one, but there used to be direct flights and the season just ends at some point. Unfortunately, right before Worlds. We can simulship throughout a Fazarium, trade the Merjana for it. That's fine. Just keep 8 credits. Important number. Need to pick between spending 2,000 on flights or doing 8 hours with layovers. Yikes. You could walk. Second ice. Like, I don't know what I'm meant to be doing with this deck. Nothing's happening. I don't get it. I'll blueberry. So the top of the deck is Shibboleth and then a Bravado. We can bottom one of these cards. Shibboleth is our only decoder? No, we have 2 Shibos. Ideally, we don't use Shibboleth. Like, Shibboleth beats Afshar, which we know this is an advanceable card, right? Advance on a... No, it can be anything. These cards are fine. I leave about now. I can do the train. Lion versus Glacier, who will win? I mean, just wait for us to run archives first. We could like Fazarium Bravado, but then Angelique does damage. We haven't been face checking ice. We're scared of Hammer, Maskarovka. I think Hammer's not good, but like we can always respond with Simulchip into Fazarium. I guess a virus on the table is not unlikely considering it does damage. But like, I honestly don't think we do anything. I don't know what we're doing. My take is you should install Q-Loop on turn 1. I mean, I'm going to try doing it. It doesn't seem right. Like, I don't want to spend money to install more cards. But yeah, there's something to the Q-Loop. So that's another wall-to-wall, right? I should have used it. Do you mind if a Q-Loop on your chain? We'll try it. It's a coolest card, yeah, but like... Oh, it's okay. Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, does that work? I can't do my slash. My slash is broken. I don't know if this button is broken or my keyboard, it's in an area that I can't. How do you fake a slash? Hold on, I'll copy paste the slash. It's a Carmen. Are y'all happy we paid 6 credits to install a Carmen? Is this what we're happy about? Yeah. Is this good? Are we winning? So now I'm going to run archives and spend 4 credits to install Carmen? This is what we want? We're unknown Q looping? Yeah. Oh, you wanted me to run for no reason? Why are we running for no reason? Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. What are we doing? Now we have to draw the Q loop. I don't think we should. Okay, chat is saying you should Q loop, and then Andre Q loops once. Everyone's like, actually, I don't know if you should have done that. I don't care. I'm running R&D. It's a clean getaway into Cupulation. Okay. Cupulation's cool off the Q loop. Shibboleth. There's a spin in H. HQ is probably an agenda. This is a wall-to-wall, I think. If she had an agenda, like maybe we can contest archives. I think we're just going to do draw here and then clean getaway archives, and then we can Q loop on her turn or our turn. It's the end of the line. That makes sense. We know she has another one. Oh, we could have done it on our turn. We don't have the card after it. Yeah, we should. It doesn't matter. Cool. So we just have to cup the Neurospike. Oh no, it's a Malapert list. I hate. Why is Netrunner about these like kill combo lists where like you don't run the remote server, you die? When did this happen? I guess we just died a Neurospike. So if there's a Malapert in here, we have to run it. This is going to be a grind. But the only way we beat Malapert is to find 2 of our lily pad. Elevation gaming. I mean, Neurospike's an old thing. But yeah, there's a lot of don't run die. Cup the Neurospike, that's our only line. Sorry. Yeah, we have to do it. I've been happening ever since we printed Clearinghouse Neurospike. Yeah, to some extent. The thing is, like, I don't think she has one. I think she just Malaperts it. But I guess she needs 2. She needs 6, make her res. I mean, that's the hope. We don't know the next card. If it's a transfer, that's kind of fun. We can always install the lily pad last click and hope. Bravado to the Chesva. Fantastic. There's actually a couple ice we can get through here. We also could lose the lily pad. Maybe I didn't think this through. That'll be fine. I feel like we shouldn't be clicking to draw unknown cards. Use Q loop for foresight. I think we're going to need a draw anyways, though. Like, if it's a transfer, then we draw, and then we waste our Q loop. We trashed that. Guess we trashed that. It's an Angelique. She didn't fire that. So we whiffed. So we'll trash that. We gain 3 credits, and we'll install a lily pad, and we just hope. We just hope we get to 6 hand size. I think it's a Crisium. Could be. We don't know the next card, do we? Oh, yeah, lily pad whiffs. So we simulchip. We're fine. We have simulchip lily pad. We have 6 hand size. Elevation. Yeah, hey London, simulchip's guaranteed 6, yeah. So is she going to score it? It's actually kind of hype that we trashed 2 of these, but she could score this and then do measured. Yeah, we should have probably stayed above 8. Hosting measure would have been good against Basalt. I think you're right, yeah. We just wanted to grab the Neurospike, but in hindsight, holding on is better because of the Basalt. This got replaced, Spin Doctor Drew. So she's not going for it. So we just hold the Simulchip and have 5 cards in hand. But now all she does is like measured into this. So I think we're just going to click for credits. Lion's keeping us in the game? I guess so, the Mighty Lion. Oh yeah, we're on threat 3, you're right, we can't measured. There's numbers on these things. Power draw. Does hosting 1 MR matter? It does. It makes it a bit harder. It means that she has to use like Basalt kind of in an ugly like way. It's not the most important, but it's not like unimportant entirely. All right, so it's a Bravado. We can Bravado HQ. We'll have 3 credits to work with, which is just enough if we have to Fizzarum something big. Yeah. I'm okay with this. Chesvin to transfer, okay. I'm assuming this is another wall-to-wall. How do I get my 2nd grade class into this? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I could do this when I was in 2nd grade. Bien, how's it going? Have you tried? Okay, so she reses this for 1, which is pretty good. I love that people are playing this in PD, which was recommended on a stream a couple weeks ago. Just that good. Do you Chesvin now for the credits? Doesn't do anything, right? We pay 3 for 2 credits? Because breaking this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't, right? How much does coffee cost? How much could a coffee cost, Michael? I think it costs 3 because it's 2 + 1. It's still fine because we don't draw it. But like in theory, you'd want to use the Chesva on breaking. Coffee plus Lion's unstoppable. That's pretty good. I think we're just going to try and stay above 8 credits. I'm just going to let this fire. We'll prog on her turn if anything. Chesva boomerang transfer. We'll end tagged, which I don't think we want to do because there's an end the line in hand. But the boomerang from hand transfer, yeah, it's hard. We're a short 2 clicks, I think, because we need to get the transfer. Oh, wait, we can draw the transfer by installing a prog. I think we just install the Shibboleth here to draw. Oh, but then we lose the prog value? That's fine. Actually, no, it's not. The heck are we meant to do here? Wait. Doesn't Chesra draw a card with Lily Pad? It does. It does. So we can do this whenever we want. So we can do this on her turn. The problem is if we install the Shibboleth, we end up drawing the Chesva and then we can't prog on her turn. But we definitely want to fire Lily Pad. I think it's more important that we install the Shibboleth. No, I think we prog. I think we prog the Chesva and then Shibboleth run R&D. No, I don't think we need to fire the prog. It's not that good. It's not that great. It's not that important. I think we just do this and then we run R&D. The problem is it's last click, so we can hit so many bad things. Why don't you just queue the Chesva, install the ship, and then run R&D? Because then we're running last click, and you don't want to run last click because we hit a bite, we lose the game. Like, unfortunately, that's just how you have to play against Bangoon. If we hit a bite, we're on 2 cards in hand, and we die at the end of the line. We just can't run last click, let alone then we have to also worry about, scoring this out and doing like double measured or something. But you just don't want to run last click. Maybe that wouldn't have been last. No, that would be last click. I think we just do nothing. I think we just keep credits up. Like this turn, we'll do Chesva. It'll draw the transfer. We just transfer. Oh, Regolith. Okay. Cool. So this is something. Maybe no bite. I mean, maybe no bite, but it's just like, I don't want to risk the game on that. So we want to make a run somewhere first. So we could break the Regolith. Then the Morjana breaks us first. Then we can transfer it. Yeah, that's good. I guess we still have a bite problem. Appellation, Rising Tide. Okay. I think we cup this. No, we don't cup this. Cup the Rego? I don't know. It only saves 2 credits. Well, we have another cup on top of the deck. Maybe we should. Maybe we should. We see the whole hand. Like maybe I just cup this because I don't want this. Cup is for Neurospike. Yeah, I know, but the Neurospike's on the Malapert. I'd love to be on not 7. Whoa, we lost. We're on 4 cards in hand. Hold on. Hold on, sorry. I need to do something on your turn. Measured response. I need a prognostic here so that we have 5 cards in hand. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, it does matter because it's Neurospike. So on your turn. Okay, so so that was on your turn. Keyboard, be nice. You cup the mask, you never have to break it ever again. No, for sure. Hey Eric, just popping to say, well, new play stream is wild. Yeah, left looking, huh? How you doing, Eric? Pivot? What are we pivoting for? Measured, yeah, measured's threat 4, but Neurospike she scores the basalts on a Malapert. That's it. That could have been on our turn. No, because we need to get to 6, right? Because if it's on our turn, we can't fire Simulchip to Lilypad. Because we need to be on 6 because she scores a basalt, does Neurospike. If she, assuming that she has 1 in hand already. I think it's my favorite collection of programs I've seen since Inti and David were around. Really? Oh my god, Conts is next weekend. You're telling me, man. You're telling me. I'm like in cardboard land. Like I worry about like 100 people. Again, the organizers are doing such a great job. I want to say that I'm not doing the most organizing as much as people know that I'm running Conts. Like there is a really good team of people around me. That's why we wanted to be on our turn, so Lilypad is available for their turn. Yeah, exactly. That we needed to do on our turn. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, London, we're on the same page. That was meant to be on our turn so that we can use Lily on her turn. We fixed that by not fixing it. Okay, so we can run HQ here with Cup. We should have done that before. We can consider running Archives. We need to run Marjana anyway, so we don't have the top of the deck. 6 MU is really cool. Wake into Shibboleth. I mean, Wake's kind of good. So now the agenda is to go back in. In theory, we can cup one of these cards. She threw out a hammer. I'm surprised. We hadn't shown a killer yet. I guess 6 is a lot. I think we run R&D for a single. I don't think we want to run HQ. It's more expensive. We get 2 credits back, but we're not going to cup anything here. So this run wasn't super useful. I guess with the wake. Oh, it asked for cup twice. That's really funny. Host a measured forever. That's the one thing that we could do is grab a measured. And then we could send it HQ. But I'm not. Yeah, actually, maybe that is worth grabbing. Yeah, hold on, actually. Yeah, I think you're right. It also uses our Chesba credit. That's not a good button to not have. Yeah. Yeah, cup both measures. I only want to do one, I think. Maybe two is good. Maybe two is fine. Sorry? Oh, question mark doesn't work either. I really hope that button isn't cooked. Did the button die in the move? You need to spin. Okay, keyboard's not good. Yeah, I figured it out. It's no big deal. Yo, Joel, how's it going? You ready for next week? Yeah, maybe we do double. We'll take one and see how this feels. How emotionally how does this feel? That feels good enough. Because the best she can do is only single measured if we don't grab the other one. Because she has to score this on her turn, which means she can play one measured in hand, play another measured. That's the worst case if she has a measured. I guess she could score pivot measured, or she can grab a Malapert measured. We'll be up on 8 credits, I think. Yeah, I don't care. Actually, it's really bad. If we steal an agenda here, we're cooked. If we steal an agenda, do we just lose? Measures threat 4. Yeah, if we steal an agenda, we're on threat 4. We're going to be on 6 credits. And then she has Basalt Malapert. Ugh. Become something else, you can still sweep the hand. It's not the hand so much as we know there's a Malapert underneath here. So she can Basalt grab the last measured and then have access to 2 measureds. So then we have to have 8 credits. Like she can grab measured Neurospike. And that is a lot of damage. He is short a credit though. Measured Neurospike is 13. Steal from HQ, then run server 7, force the res. On 5 credits, I think on 12 she can't do it. I think she needs 13. And she needs to res Malapert. Yeah, the keyboard's a mess. Sorry about my typing today. I think we're just going to run it. If we steal an agenda, maybe the turn's cooked. Break with our last coffee. Pretty ready. I'm going to go up on Wednesday morning just to make sure I'm super early. Let's go. I don't care about that card. Top of the deck is Awake. That's negative cards. Are we going to install a program this turn? No. I don't know why cupping MR when we're not on thread. Because as soon as we're on threat, we don't want to have to run archives later that turn. What's the second upgrade? It's an Angelique, is my guess, into a Malapert. I don't think it's a Jupestad. Jupestad would be cool, though. We haven't seen a lot of influence. That could make some sense. People are playing the Jupestad BTLs competitively. Yay, Gyro. I don't know. Maybe it's an amaze. We've seen 3 end of the line, so like maybe tags matter more than we think it does. No, I'm good. I'm good. Seeing Andre from the other side? Yeah. And I got a haircut, I think, since we last saw. How's the new place shaping up? Really nice. It's bigger. Kat just got in today, or Nanako. She's really enjoying it. But it's quite cool. Once we're all set up, I think I'll be like relaxed and really, really happy. Now I'm a bit stressed, but it's been really nice. The move's going good. The move is going good. Thanks for asking. You touch an agenda, run the remote and win. I do think you have to survive Bangoon. It's an Axis, and then I guess you don't have to survive Angelique because you just don't touch her. Do I want to do anything now? I don't think so. So she scored. Yeah, actually no. Yeah, so it is Neurospike. Pass Prio, so now we have to simul chip. Cool. Yeah, does she have triple? She didn't res a Malapert. She has triple Neurospike. Oh, GG, okay. I don't know, man. feel like I feel like Netrunner, it's okay. So I guess we should have cupped hand. She naturally had triple neuro. I mean, I don't know. This is fun. Angie would have done something. Angie would work. It's 3-6 into 1. Maybe we should respect that. Hey, Lucille, deck is my white whale, and I'm back in chat. It was double neuro with a basalt counter. Wasn't that triple neuro? How did I die? Oh, double neuro with the counter. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a meta for sure. Yeah, I mean, like, this is not for me. It hasn't been for me for a while. I've been having, yeah, it hasn't been for me for a while. Cool. Good game, Lucille. Sorry, I'm not meant to be salty at a person specifically. Yeah, maybe we should have been more aggressive. I think the game was just like cupping neurospikes. Is there a Malapert in the remote server? Because if there is, like, we can't really interact with it. The deck is on 5 copies of Neurospike, Malapert, Neuro. Yeah, so there's a Malapert in the remote server. Are we gonna get a Nebula crash out? Yeah, maybe. I'm not prepared for it. I think what I'd want to do is like read a transcription, like a play-by-play of the finals. Oh, it wasn't a maze. Cool. I don't know what the finals exactly were because I haven't watched them, but I tuned into APAC to watch some of the board states where it's like someone has 2 false leads scored, and it's like, it's not good. It's not good. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. Do people still think kill is too strong or scoring is just too hard and so flatlines a default win con now? I think scoring does not seem reasonable. I think we're starting to see a couple scoring decks show up, but it's like clearly still not the majority of the meta. It's still just like combo kill decks or kill decks for sure. We're gonna look at a bit of the meta. This deck, I guess, with Lilypad has a bit of protection, but I don't see how it's more protection than just like playing Stone Chip, which we wouldn't have survived, mind you. Most people don't survive 9 damage. I do think if you have a pinhole and you nail the 50-50, but actually, no, there was no Malapert in the remote server, so it was naturally from hand. So we probably should have just like couplation and used one couplation to send HQ to find the other like Neurospike or something like that. More like meta. I don't know. Playing Dirt? Yeah, Seth, how's it going? This is our first game tonight. Yeah, I feel like every game I've played in the last week plus has been like, you make one mistake, you're super dead as the runner. And it's not been that fun as a game to play casually. That's at least been my opinion. I don't know. JNet like meta is whatever. Stone Chip is a messed up card. I mean, it doesn't even make you survive that. But like that is not, I think, the meta combo people are building around. But Stone Chip is, yeah, very easy to play. I think you should. Hey Jabe. Jabe's in chat. You're destroying this man's will to live. Oh, Atea. Cool. I haven't seen Atea in a long time. Thanks, you too. All right, they mold. I don't know what Atea is doing. I'm assuming Atea got tricks from the new set. We have a spec work and a serum. I don't love it. We have a Q loop, which honestly, I think I'd rather just play ads. I'm gonna mulligan this. That's probably a bit better. Atea's really not that good at central protection in the early game because they want to put a lot of cards into the remote server because of the Atea text. And so that means a lot of times like just a boomerang into a transfer is like pretty disastrous. So we're just discussing kill combo Atea here to fulfill a prophecy. I mean, like literally every single deck I think we played against for the last week, now including today, has been some sort of combo kill deck. It's hard. I don't know. Okay, this board state, I have no good read on it. Face check, Saisentan, checking hand, is only lethal if they call hardware. I got a touch-up killed by Atea today. Oh, sick. Yeah, Atea does do damage. There's cool Atea damage decks. I like tempo damage. I don't know. We can cup and run something. We get like hard transfer. Like I'm assuming this is like a tattoo bola or something cheap. Oh, sorry, the mouse wasn't there. We definitely want a Zahya R&D at a minimum, but I want to force the ice res on the remote server. Let's just see what happens. It could be over as soon as turn 1 if it's a Saisentan they call hardware for some reason. The new Atea attack is Mersha is so slick. I played it a bunch at the start of the meta. It was good until everyone was tech to the 9s against incidental damage. Oh yeah, Mersha's really cool. Regolith, okay. We'll take that down. So this could easily be a cohort if that's a Regolith. So we want to get at least another credit. So we'll run R&D first for Zahya. Get a read on the deck. Hedge fund, they'll like that. If we can make them spend money, that would be good. So if we know there's a hedge fund coming up, we could just like straight transfer and see what happens. If they go down to 3 by resing Tattoo Bola, that would stop them, but I don't think we're going to stop them. I think we're just taking a cohort down would be good. Some of virus, okay. I don't have a read. I don't love this hand. We're in it. Q before R&D, Zahya, forget it. I'm not looking at the top of the deck. We have no way to interact with it. Hospitality, sick. I played that in Atea before. So Regolith goes back. Okay. Gotta deal with that again, I guess. Look, I like Q-Loop, but I only like Q-Loop when I have coffee. They didn't play their hedge fund. They played this instead, which makes sense. So we're assuming this is a Regolith. This is a nice. That is the old server. That's a weird thing is slid in. So this is the ice they didn't res on 5 to protect a Regolith. So I'm assuming this is like something bigger. So maybe this is if they spend all their money resing the anime spider thing. I don't think we're too worried about it. Cube draws you coffee. I mean, look, no. Okay, I'm installing it. Look how this is gonna be. We now know the neck at the top of the deck is Shibboleth and Revolver. Are we richer? Do we want to spend 2 credits installing a Shibboleth on this board state? No, I don't get. I play so much Prognostic. It doesn't make sense. Why do I want to pay 2 credits to install a Shibboleth and go down to 1 credit? You need to establish your economy before you start doing this stuff. Like, it doesn't make sense. There's no program or hardware I really want to install here. Because now I have to go down to 0 trashing this Regolith again. And now we have to live in a world. Oh God, they're gonna kill us. Where we know the top of the deck. Would you rather spend 1 credit and a click to draw? But I have to install it. It's not draw it. You're right, it's draw and install it. But if you ask me, would I rather want to install a Shibboleth now or not install a Shibboleth now? Would I want to pay 2 credits to not draw the next card? Like, I don't think the answer is yes. Right, like we could spend 2 credits to install the Shibboleth instead of drawing it. Love joining Andre to tilt Evan. How's it going? Cole should be 1 influence so the decks like this can play it. Oh my god, Coalescence would be so fun with Prognostic. We know they have hedge fund. They're not playing it. We'll see if they're planning their turn. It looks like they're planning their turn, which is good. Worst part about the move so far, I forgot to bring the big glass. So I'm gotta keep filling water all day. Look, we've gassed ourselves out. 2 credits to clicks to install the Shib instead of drawing and installing for 1 credit and 2 clicks. Okay, hold on. So if I install the Shibboleth now, we'll be on 0 credits and we drew a card. So then if I want to get to the board state we could be it, I have to do credit. If I do credit, is that better than? No, it's not better because I want to be on Sure Campbell. It doesn't make sense. Ship on top also means you can't transfer through Flight Swatter. Only if we have 3 credits. I remember Cole's Crow, how's it going? Were you there the weekend? What are we doing today? We're playing the Decklist of the week. What's Sure Gamble? Exactly. Because I know the next 2 cards. Like we're not playing Netrunner anymore. We're just letting things happen because we're installed Prognostic and now we want to spend money to install the Shibboleth. It doesn't make sense. I know there's Revolver. Draw, run R&D, maybe Prog. Yeah. Like now we have to break lock, which is ugly. Now we run and hope. It's a Docklands of Bravado. Great. Bravado will get us out of the game. Cloud Eater. I mean, if that gets rezzed, I don't think we're upset. Gain a credit. What do we do? Install the Shibboleth? This is the biggest crash out under. It's been a deck a while. This one's weird. This one's, I don't understand. I don't gel with this at all. Maybe we should have cupped there. I doubt it. I think we're happy with a big old snake, but like they can do anything now. The Shib and the Revolver are there, even if you don't know it. No, as soon as you know it. If you don't know it's a random card, as soon as you see it, it becomes something. So if we didn't know what it was, it could have been anything. It's called Quantum. Very smart. I mean, now I install the Shibboleth, we look even worse. Where was I on the weekend? Sydney? I was head judge. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. How was it? Hey, Jai, how was your weekend? Credit throw out Shib. Credit throw out Shib is such a better line. Gaslight for peer review? Hella sick. The Q loop is for Quantum? Yeah. Oh, God. They have Bite in hand. Lethea. I don't know some of the card text on this deck. Advance on top of a Lethea. Wait, which one was the one? We don't know anything. It's hard to parse this. Maybe because of Shaper deck and a blue pain is why it's not hitting. I mean, like, I don't mind playing Shaper. So we think this is Lethea. Lethea makes you just jack out, right? They may jack out. Yeah, I'm gonna jack out. So if we draw a card, it's something, and then it's a Bravado. I mean, that's bad. I mean, none of this is good. Flew 400 kilometers a weekend to play some card games. How about you? I mean, I was moving. Was it good? Did you have a good time? I saw you on stream. It was nice to see Jai on stream. I did not think this turn through, and I'll continue not to think. Vada to clean getaway. Okay. I'm glad we installed this shibboleth. Show me a big ice. No! Wait, we beat it. We perfectly beat it. You can take my credits. What's in here? A Charlotte Casador? Yeah. That's fine. Fear the Rhyme. And it's a Lethea Nase. This whole server, I'm afraid of. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we were good. We nailed it there. We could have ducked with Prognostic. Just kidding. Sort of, actually. No, we would have ducked with Prognostic to send a message. That's for sure. Show them the top of our deck. All right. All right. They're on 17 credits. They have a snake. And we have this board state. I think here's actually where we install the lily pad. Rhyme Lethea, the server of all time. Kind of sick. This is this card was never good, and I think it got worse with our friend Adrian says. Calls a tribe called Quest because we checked the rhyme. What's happening? They Atea'd, then power drew, then discard. Okay. So they didn't advance to Charlotte. It's kind of cool. This is something. This could be a snake. We don't know what this is. The top of the deck is a clean getaway, I think. Why did we break it? No, bravado, then clean getaway. Okay, so I think we can do lily pad, revolver. Then we're on 1 credit. Lily pad, revolver, draw, clean getaway, R&D. I don't think we have the money. Right? Because that costs us 6. We need 3 for clean getaway. Boy. I think we do draw, clean getaway, R&D. Just to get that 6/6 Zahya. Carmen Chesva. I mean, I'll install the Carmen. I'm not trashing this. I don't think this has text. I don't think this is a real card. Like, if they're playing, like, I should get rid of this. Yeah, I'll get rid of it. Okay, I'll get rid of it. It's fine. And then another turn not installing lily pad is not great. I think we'll put down emergency gun. We can install Carmen for 4. Is that cool? And then install gun. Oh, true. What are you doing? Install Lily, then install Carmen in your lat window. I don't want to go down to 0 credits. I want to install the Chesva. That is my goal, is install the Chesva on Jabe's turn. I hate that we didn't install Lily Pad yet. The Thea is like Void, but doesn't cost you 2 cards. Yeah, but only fires once. Spinny? 2 spinnies out feels good. Oh, but the Thea is back. Yeah, this fires once. And also we can jack out. And you can run back. It's a lot worse. We can click for a card and discard Revolver. Yeah, we probably should have in hindsight. Well, Revolver actually might not be bad. It's kind of cheap. And we have Simulchip. But yeah, I guess so. It actually probably was better to install Revolver than Carmen, and we Simulchip the Carmen. I think we made a mistake. Oh, we know they're on Bite. We have to watch out. I do think the Carmen was not right. It just was, it was what Prognostic wants you to do. Let's install a $3 cup of coffee. Holy crap, their hand is Fuji, Bite, Rhyme, Samak, Fuji, Regolith, Boomy, Samak, and an unknown card. This is where they play peer review with 7 cards in hand and it feels awful. But like, your opponent's not going to remember this. Lily has been so feel bad to me for his breath. Yeah, the write-up talks about this being like the 4 credit, you know, that is the one hurdle. Just like Class Act modernly. They're not installing, advancing the Charlotte. I don't know what's going on. Their hand has a lot of, oh man, they're all here and you can't. Like, we have an MU issue. I shouldn't have done that. Because now we can't play the Bravado. What's the worst thing we can run into? I don't know. We hit a Bite, is it bad? I don't know, I click for credits. Chesva Merjana? We have an MU problem. We'll cup something here. That's the last Doctor. We'll just trash it. There's some decks where the skill of the player seems to be the reason the deck exists. Like, I don't know. I think you give a lot of decks to Tuno, and Tuno can play well. I want to see more of Tuno playing this deck. I want to see more of Koga playing this deck too. I don't get this deck. I don't see why this is a thing I should be doing. But I'm also like playing this like a total gremlin, that's for sure. I'm crashing out hard. I like this Zahya. I think you could play Sable in this, but I like this Zahya. But like Sable makes sense, right? Like it gives you a free Chesla, it gives you a free prog run. Like it makes sense. If you run Arcades, you can take a bunch of damage. I'm not worried about never advanced cards. Like I don't know if we're doing anything here. We have another Chesva. We need to install the lily pad first. So I think we install lily pad, then we like Chesva run archives. Me, when I tried out the combo operation PD deck, I really like that deck. That deck I understand a bit better because it's like old combo decks of the day. Okay, so the card on the remote server is better. Check out subsidiary data for Pat. How's it going? Left side looking, huh? How you doing, bud? I feel like Prog Lily are like the step 1 and 2. Yeah, I think we have to like just do that and then hopefully everything works. Like step 1, do that. Like this feels good. Never mind, Drew Marjan, and I'm on 0 credits. If you're with Samaka Regulus, so their hand is like Fuji, Fuji, Fuji. I'm not gonna cup any of these because, well, we could, but you can't really. Click for 2. Like, I don't get it. I'm with Jai. I don't even know what Jai said. Genuinely think we should just eat the lily pad for credits and click back for credits rather than letting it in our hand. Yeah, I think we should a long time ago. But then the problem is if I don't do it, then like 3 turns in, like the sunk cost fallacy even hits harder. But I think we should just say like our first thing we're going to do is install a lily pad. Install Mars, transfer. I think maybe next turn. I just don't think the transfer is going to do anything. Like I think we want the DECKLISTS when we transfer as well. Okay, now we can transfer. Compilation Marge, okay. Look at me, I am the glacier now, yeah. They score out of Fuji, I don't think we mind. Math, uh-oh. What does Rhyme do? Ice gets +1, okay. On the innermost, kind of matters. Oh, I'm so out of water. I don't want water. I don't know if they hit something or not. Snack, we saw a snack after, so it could be like they're running 2 snacks. If they are, it's fine. We'll take 3 damage. All right, it's this nerd. Yeah, break for 1. We're gonna hit a bite here. It's gonna be terrible. Yeah. Yeah. Die to Fuji. What do we lose? Bravado? Docklands? Yeah, that sucks. Hey, Lunari, how's it going? I guess we do draw. We probably should remove tag. It's not necessary that they're doing it. We don't know what this is too, so like I don't know if they're on Blood in the Water, but they're on Bite, they're on Fuji. If we always have to panic draw, we can do it with Prog, I guess. It's not likely. You can cup to draw on their turn. You mean Prog? Yeah. Yeah, loop, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we have 2 tags. Oh, okay. We die anyways to well, no, now it's harder if they're playing Mindscaping. They could be on See How They Run, and like we could just die again to that. Like See How They Run, end the line, we die. Action? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Sorry, my keyboard unpaired. Oh, they're on Gaslight. Yeah. So they just scored a Fuji. If it's end the line, you just die. Oh my god, yeah, you're right. So they scored a Fuji. They're on 3 points. They're only on 6 credits. We lost everything. That's fine. They have to ask in case. I guess we could run archives for Prog, but we're gonna draw anyways. Damn it. Hope you have a great stream. Thank you, Lunari. Draw again. Damn it. Running R&D, I guess. Viscerum, okay. I guess we'll install that on the peer assist if we need to. Oh, we died a bite here. I guess we have to install off the top of the deck. I just don't want to install on the peer assist. It doesn't seem that good. Hopefully they res so we don't have to worry about bite. But yeah, we just died a bite. Oh, Boomy. Okay, cool. So Boomy, we know they're on Boomy, so the Fizzarum is a bit scarier. But now they can't fire bites, so this is fine. So we'll just break this. We'll break all of it. But yeah, in theory, it's probably better for them to respect bite here. Like, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. It's better not for them not to res that. That's huge. Because if they had 4, we actually either had to jack out or install the what's it called? The Fizzarum. Cool. We didn't get punished for floating tag, so we'll just trash that. We can run HQ now. Oh, not really easily because we spent that. But I think they have another Fuji in hand if we've been tracking well. So we could run HQ here. We even could have like thrown the cup and like not. Actually, maybe the play there was not to trash it, but to cup it and then Zahya HQ. I could see that being correct. But now they're bankrupt and that's good. This is probably 2 Letheas. I think we're in a good spot. We knew what that was. We didn't have to do it. The next card is a simul chip, so that we can just install that. Only believe in the heart of the Q loop instead of using the draw button. I think it was okay. I don't really want to install the Marjana. Wait, we have all the spec works in the world left, right? Yeah, we have all the spec works. That's good. Unfortunately, yeah, we have 22 cards. Single advance, so probably a Charlotte. So that means they can have 6 credits. Now, most of our money isn't tied into running centrals. We don't know if they drew there. We could have probably tracked most of their hand, but unfortunately, streaming and all that. So I forgot all the cards they revealed with their operation thing. I do think we want to run this down no matter what. We won't be able to use this button. The top of the deck is a simul chip, which is flexible. So I think we'll just run server 3. Simul chip lift. Okay. All aces +1 strength. We'll see what happens. On 3 credits, they can't do much. If they crack a Charlotte, they're on 6 credits. The Samak. Okay. The Samak is 4 strength. Actually kind of matters. Marjana sucks because we haven't found a Rising Tide. So we break this for $5. I think we can let them fire a Charlotte once. If they don't fire it, we know it's an agenda. So I think we're okay just bouncing this. And now we can run R&D, see a single. Actually, we probably should run HQ. Yeah, we're eating dirt. How's it going, Costco Churro? We're definitely eating dirt. This is our second game with it. Maybe third, maybe second. New background, yeah. New apartment, Scrub. How's it going? So this we break for 4, which is, sorry, for 5. So we spend 1 credit. We lost one of our Docklances. We lost both of our Docklances, correction. I think we know there's a Fuji in hand, so we'll run HQ here. Relatively local move or far? Relatively local. Different neighborhood, but same city. I could walk to where we used to live. We're in a trendy neighborhood. It's actually really, really nice. It's a beautiful neighborhood. No action. I don't care about this card. I think there's another Fuji in there. I'm pretty sure we were shown 2 Fujis. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. I'll get $1 back. We want to install the simul chip. We want to draw through our deck, but our MU is full. So maybe we'll just use the cupulation aggressively to use it on the next turn so we feel good about this card. White Iron Dirt, Rising Tide as Richard Garfield intended. Probably just cupping for the MU. Yeah, Jai, I do agree with that. I think we should just empty our MU because we need to fire Lily Pad. So maybe we should, nah, we can't really afford to run back this turn. So Prognostic after it is a Shibboleth. Yeah, we just need to empty our MU. That's ugly. So I think we do Prognostic for a simul chip and just click for credit. It's the same as drawing it. So then we'll break Shibboleth lock, click for credit. Weird. Let's see if it's a Charlotte. I think it has to be, right? Yeah, bummer. A pinhole would be so good in this list. It doesn't work with Q, but it's very good with the Cheswas. Rhyme in front of an MP makes it annoying. 6, yeah, I guess it does. It actually really does. Oh, the Kraken Charlotte. I'm okay with that. I don't know their agenda suite though. I don't know if we have to install double, whether we have to worry about this, because assuming this is a 4-2, so I don't think we care about 4-2s. Oh, I totally forgot their Atea. Atea really hasn't mattered this game. So maybe they're just getting the Fuji out of the hand. There's only one more bite somewhere, so we could run HQ. I think we do run HQ and just get this cup out of there. But I think if they were clever, they get the agenda of their mode server. We have Fizzarum, we're fine. Yeah, that's true, but they're on a virus. We have an MU problem. Bravado transfer, okay, that can matter. I have to remember we need $1 for this play. The list I've seen in the description is -3 blueberry, 1 pinhole. I like that, I think. There's a Fuji. Ow. We died a bite. Good game. Ah. It's good when the runner does that to themselves. That was longevity. There's a send a message on the table? Why? I guess they have to. You draw one more, been worth it? Yeah, in hindsight, 100%. Hey, thanks for the game. I have no idea why the 3-pointer's on the table. If they advance it, do we run it? I think we do. That's the third bite, so it's like, obviously they're playing bites, so we could have played around that a bit. We could have just like installed to draw, but we had an MU problem, right? Oh no, there's 2 operations, so we couldn't. We could have simulchipped to draw, like if we wanted to just do that run. Yeah, but we could have simulchipped to flicker, just like the Marjana for whatever, or pulling a revolver, I guess. Yeah, we'd have to simulchip there or just jack out. I think we should have just like slowed down a bit. I just full sent it like with 3 clicks left. That's really, really silly. Yeah, that was an unenforced error. If it's exactly bite into Fuji, that's the only way we flatlined there. And I think they showed us a bite and we ran a bite, so we thought there'd be none, but hey, good game, Jabe. 3-pointer lived there forever, so it wasn't in my hand, unless I drew corporate hospitality for Spin Doctor. Oh, cool, to overinstall it. Yeah. I don't think I had a good read when it hit the table. I think it was like on turn 2 or 3 when there was an agenda of the other remote server, so like maybe it makes sense. It's harder on JNet to like remember when it hit the table and then it's not moving. My guess it was a Lethea, but then in like hindsight, that doesn't make any sense because you'd put Lethea on a central sooner than the second remote server. But sometimes Lethea, you do weird stuff. Simulchip Cheswa to reload. Yeah, actually, that's actually pretty fun because then we save a credit on the compilation. But yeah, this doesn't feel, this is definitely a throw on our part. We had no reason to do that. We did not have to take that risk. We had 3 clicks left. But then people stop running remotes on Glacier Atea. I don't know if I would call your remotes Glacier at this point. The Marjana is not great, but once we hit a Rising Tide, like we break the server for like 4 credits. The pinhole to Lethea would have been better. I think we have to run the server just to trash Lethea at some point to make sure that you don't have a play in the near future when there's nothing in this. But yeah, I'm not too stressed about the server, I think. Neither this server. If you got like something bigger, because I know you had a Cloud Eater. I guess that's still in hand, right? Bummer. Good game. Yeah, we definitely shouldn't have done that. As soon as we access, we were like, wait a second, that's not the play. Yeah, beans. Feels bad. All right. I'm going to get some more water. I'll be right back. We do not have the big jar technology here. Never saw the Cloud Eater? I saw it. How did you not see it? I guess maybe you spin shuffled? It's much harder to track down JNet, but I saw the Cloud Eater go into your hand. How did you not see it? Did you shuffle? No, we saw the Cloud Eater. We were all there. It was like turn 3. Maybe a Spin Doctor shuffle happened. I'm not sure what happened, but we saw Cloud Eater. Seeing all the ice in the Terror mode is demoralizing enough that I just don't feel like running it. I think people emotionally give up in a lot of weird ways that you shouldn't. Like never, you see these patterns where like people give up on running the remote server. Run the remote server. Like I think we played a good game like this last week where it was like, notice how we haven't run the remote server in 3 turns. Our opponent thinks we're never going to run the remote server and you run the remote server. And then they're like, oh, yeah, I guess you got me. Like you want to do that every once in a while where it's like, oh, they think they have a read on you and then you just do the opposite. So I think you can give up running the server, but then run it every once in a while. Like you have to make them cash the check. You just force them to res the ice at a minimum. Usually it's not that bad. It's a bit harder when you're Cheswa economy pilled, but I'll be right back. The door could be anything. Run the remote 1x to make them think you're actually interested in doing it. You gotta zag when they want the zig. Andre's legs so scintillating. We saw a Cloud Eater, y'all. I don't know what to say about that. We definitely did. All right, what time is it? It's like 10:14. I kind of wanted to do a bit of a meta recap. I guess we can talk a bit about the mind you APAC Continentals, which was a massive success. There's 62 players out in Sydney or suburbs of Sydney, I guess more accurately. This was the new meta. So again, we saw some pretty wild new meta reports when it came to EMEA Conts, and this is only a bit different. I haven't had time down to sit down to synthesize this. But yeah, Criminal showing up, Sable, and Moosely Hot is half the field. That is not super different than what we saw at EMEA. And then Alco being, again, like a quarter of the field on a single identity. It feels bad, and I think we're not going to see any different at America Continentals next week. I don't expect anything else. Only one NBN identity in the whole field playing Nebula, 7 players, and again, Nebula or NBN hasn't been showing up. And then you usually see a stronger like scattering of Op and Nuvang and BTL. Usually they're a bigger part of the field, but actually Alco, that's a lot. That's a lot of Alco, even for some events. I think usually you have like 30%. This is 40%. Shaper, you got Lat and Arasana showing up more than Maggie. Maggie's back there with only 3 players, which is pretty cool. Hosh also Anarch barely showing up at all. I think some people are saying that you can just play Reg Anarch in the modern meta and just not play Banhar, and it's fine, and just play all the like drip companions and all the like they don't feel very anarchic, the cards, but they're still just good, powerful cards. But we'll see how the results check out. This art is so good. Really, really good. I think Reyna will be fine. She's very good at chess. Check, mate. Otherwise, we have a top cut. It was a top 8 out of 62 players. So that's a pretty hard cut. I think I've seen some events that where it's like top 16 out of 30 players. I'm like, what are you doing? But it's top 8 out of 62. And so if you see the top cut here, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let's look at Maker's Eye. That might be a better thing to look at. Oshwants, the people might be right. I mean, yeah, just about. Check the VOD. The Cloud Eater was shuffled away before it was drawn. Gaslight got peer reviewed before Mando. Oh no, Maker's Eye is down. Wait, no, I wrote Maker's Eye SS because the keyboard's broken. Cool. APAC. There's been a button added to the center, which is like so cool. I'll share this link for those who don't know. It's just Makers-I. It used to be a harder URL to find, but this gives you some like good high insights into the meta. So win rate, again, on the runner side, Criminals, if you played Criminal, which most people were, it actually did work out for you, above 50% win rate. That's obviously what you want, 54, 54. The numbers when it's the most played identities, first and second, I think these are in order of how many people played them. Having above 50% win rate is good because everyone's playing it. And if everyone's playing it, that number usually gets closer to average. So that's actually pretty good to be the most popular and above 50. That's very, very good. Lat totally bombed. Arasana bombed. Mag, not great. Hosh doing a bit better than you'd want. And then maybe the one Mercury player. Yeah, let's go. Corp side, again, you saw that Alco shell, and if you look at that win rate there, actually Corps are winning a lot, which I think it makes sense considering most of these runners are sub 50, which has kind of been the hopeful narrative change over the last ban list, and it looks like it is sorting itself out, as much as what's winning hasn't changed. It's now that they're just winning kind of more, I guess. I'll need to see what top cut win rate looks like. That's always really, really interesting. Thanks, Axu's actually on his way here now, holidaying in SG for a weekend. Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, Axu is in all the way across the country or across the planet. I was like, I read Axu's names at APAC Continentals, and I was like, there's no shot. I'm really missing King's Court. There hasn't been a King's Court, it feels like, in weeks, but I'm glad that Axu's traveling. Shout out to Tybe. I made top cut, but still placed in the bottom half of those of us who attended. Nebula doing well, 60% win rate, and then we have Nuvem not doing well, Omp not doing well, and HB not doing anything really besides one Mirrormorph player who had a good day, I think. And then we have the numbers here. I guess we want to see cut conversion, because this thing is like the cut conversion on Alco is still pretty good for 40% of the field. It's still making up like 5 of the top 8, so it is still doing really, really well at the top 8. Again, the top 8, sorry, yeah, it was majority Alco and it was a majority identity. It was the right thing to play that day for sure. It looks like Zwicky, there was only a couple players. One of them made the top cut. I don't think I saw any of the Zwicky gameplay. I think I saw one Zwicky game go to time actually, which is not what you expect out of Zwicky. And then Nebula and Op doing fine. I don't think Op had a good day. And then you see some of the win rate numbers, and these numbers have been really interesting. Like Alco just having an even matchup against Sable, a losing matchup against Moosely Hot, and then doing fine against everything else, if I'm reading that correctly. Wait, does Alco have a losing matchup? That's not what that means, is it? Because Alco won. Am I reading this backwards? Does that mean Alco won 58 to 39? I don't get it. Am I just reading that backwards? Yeah, that's backwards, because the first number is the runner's win rate, right? Yeah, it's runner to corp. Yeah, it's always runner corp. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So Alco's winning a lot, tied against Sable, and then kind of beating everything. Nebula the same. Sable, you know, that's kind of meant to be the worst matchup for Nebula. Then everything else is fine. Muesli is struggling because Muesli, I don't know, can play the run events, I'm guessing, but there's just not a lot of data because there wasn't a lot of Nebula players. And I actually, anything else besides Alco, Sable, there's just not a lot of stats at all, right? Like there's only 22 host games, so I'm not sure what we're meant to come out of that. Anyways, the finals though was won by the sort of deck that I've been saying I hope wins an event. It is Nebula. Hold on, did I close always be running? No, I did. I didn't. Do we have the deck list printed? Bing has the King's list, but worse. So this is the sort of list that's running all the sort of traps you can. Actually, no, not necessarily. This is running actually more fast events, but this is like 3 Behold Nebula, the sort of list that's running 3 End of the Lines, and it's actually running an anemone, which is pretty dang wild, and it has false leads scored. I think whenever I tuned in, there was 1 or 2 false leads in the score area, and then the game is over unless you have really, really hard tech, it feels like. And I'm glad that this deck that actually had a very, very, very high win rate finally has won a large event, because it's the sort of deck that I don't think that NSG is going to address until it starts winning things. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not going to spend more time on the stream talking about Nebula, but I do think there's a difference between it winning and it being a fun experience. And I think hopefully it's doing both. But yeah, I don't know. I told them Behold was good. Man, I hate this thing. I really just don't like this thing. You just can't run. Like, how are you meant? Say they're playing Behold. Okay, look, they got a false lead scored, and they have a Behold. When do you run? Click 1, can't. You'll end up with a tag. Click 2, you can't because you'll end up with 2 tags. Click 3, you can't because you'll end up with a tag. Click 4, you can't because you'll end up with 2 tags. What are you meant to do when they score a false lead? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's like Snare, I think, is so much more interesting because cards in hand, for a guy who just died to Snare, cards in hand is less obviously a kill condition. It depends on things on the table. Tags are like super, super lethal. Install NFL? Yeah, play NFL. It's like just play hard tech that doesn't do anything in the matchup. It's like so techy. I don't get it. I snap can see when my Jaden opponent scores false lead. I'll be clear, I've had like fun false lead games. I just think like it's awful. Oh, and I want to be very clear caveat, like huge shout out to Bing. Bing was 8th coming into the top cut and won the whole thing, which is like always such an exciting narrative. And like power to Bing. Like this is not to dunk on Bing at all. I think Bing did great. You can watch Bing playing all the time on stream. But it's just like, yeah, no, I don't get it. I don't get it. Snare's interesting because you need to have both sides that can be a threat. And also the thing about Snare is like your opponent needs to make a board state in which you have to run unsafely into Snare for it to be a problem, right? Like we just died to Bite. Sorry, not Snare, but Bite. We just died to Bite in the last game as an unforced error. We shouldn't have done that. We knew the most amount of damage we could have taken off a single compilation was about, technically the worst could have been Bite into Fuji, but we would have won the game. So that's fine. So Bite Fuji into Sting, I guess, but we weren't reading them to be on a Sting deck. But like that was an unforced error. The difference with Nebula is that when they're flipped, this is a 54 card deck. Oh my God. Is when they're flipped, they are putting off so much pressure that you have to consider running every single turn. False lead is a go-to card. This Nebula is still miserable. That's how annoying this deck is. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I don't get this. It's another combo kill list that is, it is definitely the meta, right? They score false lead, they win. They concede to go next. Do we waste our time? I don't know. I do want to say I've had some interesting games against false lead. The thing is, the games that are interesting against false lead, they have to be the certain games. Like I know I've played some games, I wouldn't even say recently anymore, but in the last meta, before the ban list in Montreal, where I was playing against false lead decks, and like you can set it up where like, oh, you were aggro early, then you have a twinning, and then you can close the game off in a single turn, or you have tech. I don't know. Of course, also just like a single false lead. We're not even talking about Behold, of course. We're talking about APA research. It's very, very difficult. As soon as you're on threat 3 and you steal or trash something, you're going to end your turn with tags because you only have 2 clicks to remove tags. I honestly struggle to decide if I dislike touch-ups or false lead more. Me too. I can't tell. I really can't tell. I think touch-ups will show up in more decks. False lead has only been showing up in decks that nobody likes, but like touch-ups has length, like has legs in a whole bunch of different decks, but I don't know. I find none of this to be fun, but yeah, I finally won an event, which is good because I think that's always what's been the thing is like, oh, we're going to keep an eye on Nebula. But it hasn't won anything yet. But Nebula had a really strong win rate. As much as like in certain metas, it had like a horrible win rate. I want to shout out, I think the Nebula win rate at one of the recent tournaments I looked at was 7%. I want to see if I can find it, but I know there was a major tournament recently where Nebula had like a sub 20% win rate. I think it was like 7%. I don't know if anybody knows what event this was, but I remember looking at a tournament where it's like 7% Nebula win rate. And it's like, oh, that's fine. Please destroy touch-ups in a Fire Mount Doom. I don't like it. False Lady is 100% the problem with touch-ups is also unfun. It's being justified not unbanning Drago, so should go to free our beautiful baby boy, but False Lady is actually instant lose 1 out of 3. I'm not gonna be able to find it because I have to pull up like ASOPs and put numbers in, but I'm pretty sure I've saw like tournaments where like, you know, sometimes Nebula lands, sometimes it doesn't land. I don't know. I think that's fine. Entirely removed from the situation. Anyways, let's do something else. I wanted to play Not Yeti's list, which is published. It's a list that's playing Rejig for tempo, which I think is like really kind of cool. I don't think we're gonna do a good job with it. It's gonna be another like tricky one to play, but this is a Maggie deck, and I've played not that much Maggie. But this is a deck that's also running Lilypad, which is good fun. It's a Knickknack deck, which I do think a lot of players are coming around to Knickknack and being a fun engine on top of Principia. Giving Shaper a reason to run, I think, is something we want to celebrate. And then it actually runs Rejig, which Rejig is really fun. You can Rejig a Muse Coalescence combo, and then that gives you a whole bunch of Knickknack fuel and a bit of like, you don't pay anything for it because you spend 4 to get 4, and then you gain 4 more credits and 2 more card draw. You can, of course, Rejig Principias. Actually, no, don't do that. It doesn't make any sense, really. But you have a couple lines. You do have a good Shaper rig. You have that sort of like toolbox of programs. Your multi-access, what is it? It's like one cataloger. That's it. I feel like that's going to frustrate me. Oh, and a compilation. Compilation is really, really good. Rejig is Cole's refresher is funny. Yeah, it's like technically a sure gamble that draws a card, right? Like you put your Cole away to reinstall the Cole to get 4 credits to draw with a Lilypad to hit your environmental testing. Like that seems fine. Like it has some really good use cases. It's just not my favorite as a 3x because it does nothing in your opening hand. But I'd argue that, oh, so this is like, you can compare this to spec work. And I can't tell if Rejig is better than spec work or not. My guess is it's like maybe if you're playing Knickknack, maybe Rejig is better because it keeps the card around. But I honestly can't tell. I honestly don't know. I do think Nebulous can create an interesting game. It's just to play that game puts such a huge burden of knowledge on the runner if it feels super bad outside of top tier play. Ooh, I don't know if I've seen enough like struggle of Nebula at casual play level where somebody just like doesn't know what the combo is and just dies. But no, I would say that's some truth there. But yeah, I don't like it. I find a very high variance of a deck ID that I personally don't care to do much about it. Don't care too much about it. Oh, like Nebula, sitting there and hoping you can fast advance. Might have to play this deck. Love me some Run Shaper. Yeah, this seems really cool. Let's give this a shot. Shocking this list isn't on Stone Ships. Just for the card draw for Maggie, or just because of like meta concerns? It's on 2 Airblades, which like it's up to you to figure out if you want that in your meta. If you want to run, I guess this helps you run. It's on a Game Dragon, which is like the closest we have to a Turbine, and we do have this sort of like Turbine rig with Buzzsaw, Rising Tide, Principia makes sense. So we don't even feel the Cleaver ban. And then our killer is Echelon Propeller, or sorry, Echelon Revolver, which is nice. We also have a Propeller, so we can get that 5 strength barrier breaker. Rejig rigging up into the depths there. All cards have come around to loving, but all end up being slots are hard. Yeah, I think rigging up is like very slots are hard, unfortunately. I know the name of the channel because you need to be able to run, and like Shaper generally the payoff is just getting there in the first place to some extent. And this is the thing is like, I don't know if I want 3 of them in the deck because I don't want this in my opening hand because this only feels good if you have Lilypad is my guess, or environmental testing. Maybe that's enough. Is the Rejig for cataloger? No, I think the Rejig is just like to get more programs, like return the what's it called, the Coalescence, reinstall it for free, gain 4 credits, get environmental testing, draw with Lilypad. You can Rejig the cataloger if you want to, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to a couple points and then just like close the game with cataloger. Maybe you do. I don't know. Rigging up for cataloger once and it'll change your mind. Oh my god, I wasn't meant to say rigging up. I meant to say into the depths. Sorry, rigging up is sick. I like rigging up a lot. I really like cards that install cards at minus costs. No, I love rigging up. I'm being into the depths. Into the depths is very, very hard to land. Rejig Muse Cole sends environmental from 0 to 4 in 2 clicks after installing environmental, so that's always fun. Yeah, I think a lot of times with these rigs is you don't want to rejig the Coalescence. You want to rejig a Muse and use the Muse to install the Coalescence. It technically puts you down credits now, but yeah, it gives you 2 environmental testing counters and it gives you 2 things to sell the Knickknack. I think that's the idea. Rejig a Cole to put down a free DZ and then install the Cole at a bigger discount. Shit. Yo, Wenjong, I've been kind of viewing Engine Shaper decks to be high variance decks. You need to draw the cards in a specific sequence that kind of hard in this day and age of chip damage. Is it really that bad? Even with like things like Muse and Simulchip, that you have to be super order dependent? I feel like they're playing more scrappy than it is like build towards big rig. But I just don't know what their like scrappy win condition is. It's like run the remote server. Green getaway. Let's bring this in. Straight up jigging. This deck did well too. Shout out to Not Yeti. Deck builder, import deck. Pick up a cheap Principia to put down the lily pad. Yeah, picking up Principia and being a 4-coster is really cool. I just don't imagine you're in a world where you have a cheap Principia and you don't have a lily pad. But that is cool. Like there's some flexibility to it for sure. It's like very, very fascinating. I just think that probably 9 out of 10 times you're doing the straightforward line, which is like reinstall the same thing. Oh, we're a runner. Into Depths is also sick. It's +3 credits, +1 cataloger counter a lot of the times late game. Yeah, I just don't know if I want to play cards like that are late game pieces. I think that's my hard part with Shaper. When you play this rig for 50 plus games, it happens about once. Is this an organizing? No, I'm just jamming games casually on a Thursday night. It's just being streamed. Shit. It's another game where we have to spend all our mental effort not dying to touch to what's it called? You know how it is. Good luck. Thanks, you too. Okay. Knick-Knack, Sure Gamble, DZ. The Echelon doesn't matter. My funniest deck here for your viewers. Okay. It's not bad. I mean, like we could die pretty quickly, but like we easily can do Gamble, DZ, Coalescence, Knick-Knack. We might not even gamble. I think we can just do DZ, Knick-Knack, Coalescence, Run. This is Agenda Spam Bangoon. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is the Agenda Spam Bangoon. We played this deck. It was kind of cool. But yeah, it was Mancini. Yeah, you're totally right. DZ Cole Knack Run. Yeah, that might be it. I don't know if this deck's on bite or not, but this is the deck that has all the 1-pointers, which is like, it was pretty annoying. I know we played it and had some like real good blowouts. Maybe we don't need to run this turn. I think they're going to put 3 cards on the table. The thing is, like, as soon as they Bangoon, we can't like do what we wanted to do. Like, we just can't do our value line. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, we're Mag. Yeah, I forgot we're Mag. I don't think we care if they score this. Never mind. They made it easy for us. So that's fine. We can force a low value Spin Doctor. Yeah, wait, how do we Mag here? I want to run Archives. I want to flush the Spin Doctor. So I think we just do our line where we do DZ Coalescence. Like, why are we Mag? To like get 6 hand size sometimes? Because I want to run every turn. So we can do DZ Cole, Knick-Knack, Run. Yeah, I think we have a reason to run now. That's a good DZ, I guess. So 1 spinny down. No Mag trigger. Mag is end of turn when you discard down to hand size. So next turn we can just like triple draw. We won't be able to get another DZ down. I don't know if we're going to get another Knick-Knack target really quickly. I also wonder if you have to like keep something out for Rejig. I mean, I guess we run this. This is Grinder. Why is it just Grinder? Why is Wayland damage Grinder? Corden, so it's 4 credits. I mean, we want to take it. So we can do Gamble, run this, clear tag. We can always sell the DZ if we wanted to. So it's 4 credits to steal the above the law. Otherwise, we lose our Knick-Knack. I think that's worth. I think Mag is actually more reliable than Lad for getting a click of value every turn. Yeah, I think it definitely is. It's just that it doesn't let you play the way that I wanted to do on turn 1. Thinking, okay, so I think we want this. It's a very good agenda. The problem is it costs us 2 damage, 1 tag. Yeah, so we can be on no cards in hand. So what do we die to? We can't get hit by Angelique. So whatever does a single damage to us, like Ozief on the table, we die to. I think I've played this. I've played your deck before on stream. I think I'm familiar with it. Run Sacrifice and Knick-Knack, don't clear the tag. IMO, they easily are on end of line. We would just die. The one you published, I'm not sure. Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah, I'm okay. We'll go down to 0 hand size. I don't know what gets us. I honestly have not No idea. Okay, let's try that. We still died to SEF on the table. It's an antil, okay. If it was an SEF, would they install the face up? I think they would. Do you need to play around FUT? If they res the FUT, we die. I don't think the deck was on FUT that we saw, but I guess it could be. I don't think the deck has ice. My goal here is just to trash the antil, I'm pretty sure. We install this for 3, sell it for 4. That's profit, right? So Muse for Coalescence is pretty good. Antil Goaded and Blue Sun. It's pretty good. So we install this for 3, gaining 4, sell. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Go heap, coal, run 4, sell coal. This is only programs, icebreakers. Draw, rejig Muse. Man, I really want a lily pad. This wall to wall doesn't matter if the spin doctor's on the table. They could pop the spin doctor now. They probably should. They didn't, so they just got a credit. That's fine. They res the FUT, the NAPD saved you. Oh my god, you're totally right. If they res the FUT, we can choose not to steal it. Yeah, because it's an optional cost. So what are we meant to do here? Are we meant to rejig this? Rejig the Muse into 1 credit to Principia? Yeah, wait. We have a lot of lines here. We can rejig the Muse into a 1 credit Principia, run the Principia and sell it for 4. I think that's true. Yeah, that's really funny. I just kind of want to, maybe we draw once for environmental. No, okay. Selling this for 4 and drawing a card is incredible. It feels really good. That's the worst draw, I think. So we'll wait until we find, I don't think we have to do much. We can run centrals. We could have waited for a false late. I don't think they false there. So we'll just keep our hand full. So we need to find our lily pad or environmental testing. It's just turning rejig into a 2 credit econ card. Yeah, but it allows us to replay our Muse. It's a bit better than it looks. Oh, we should have dealt with the spin doctor. Oh, we're playing against double false lead, but they have 2 credits. So we just have to make sure we're running on click 1. We just talked about this. We just talked about this. I think we just do Muse Coalescence again. This may be Principia into lily pad game. Yeah, maybe. Heap. Coal. I don't know if we want to take him out of stack. I don't think we do. New digs. Yeah. How's it going, floating? So the Corden went back in. So we could get a Maggie, or we could run HQ. We've gone through 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 points so far. Draw on Mag, but what are we magging? The Muse, I guess? Congrats on the move, thank you. I guess then I'll run and then draw. Plaza? This turns on Oppo. They can't really Oppo us. Yeah, we don't want them to have money. There's a window here. There's a window there. We should have that money. They hit us with like a, I don't know, a escape net to trash our DZ. All right, they're in 4 credits, so they can fire bite. So we just have to run on clicks 1. And hey, which one do we want to empty? The Coalescence or the Muse? I think we get rid of the Muse, right? So that we open our MU. I guess it doesn't matter. We want our Copulation. We probably should have grabbed a Copulation, I think. That's fine. Simul chip is good. Mitosis, right. Yeah. It's coming back to me. So we do this, we go down to 6, we install the Simul chip, we go down to 5, so we can still sure gamble. It makes us look like we can't play around Corden, but they're going to set up a Mitosis play. Okay. Again, we have 2 credits more. Like the card draw and click impression of the credits is really good. Maybe cool to get a coal in the bin because he burst cash with Simul chip later. Yeah, this is where it gets tricky. So, all right. Which one would we rather them not have? The Eminent, I think? They're both bad. So we have a choice. This is where I wish we had a conduit, right? So we have a choice here. If we run, we're going to take a tag and 2 meat. The meat doesn't matter that much. The tag matters more because we have to clear the tag. Slot direct access. They just false lead it off the top. Oh, that's sick. Oh man, that's incredible. Okay, so we no longer have to play around false lead, but they got like 2 relatively good agendas. That's really support that. Oh, that's good. That's really, really good. Oh man, does Eminent get hostile? No, I think it gets like there's 2 BOX in the deck. That's really funny. I mean, I don't think these are better 1-pointers. Yeah, it's a BOAC on HQ. That's fine. Do we have Fisarum? That's so funny. Do we have Fisarum in this list? We do. Okay, so I'm not too stressed about this thing. All right, they're on 1 credit. Cool. So we're gonna run R&D every turn now. I guess we'll just start. Fermenter. Wow, this deck is cool. Fly Swatter. All right, they have a bit more ice than we think. So I guess we put this down. Okay, cool. So we can do Lily Pad. We can do Sure Gamble, Lily Pad, and then we'll be on 5. That's no good. So I think we just do Lily Pad and then Fermenter. And that's good enough. Or Lily Pad credit, then we install Fermenter. I think that's the line. Cool. You can hush that to make Fermenter better? Oh, yeah, we can. I don't mind. You're right. It's ugly to install a Fermenter when they draw the thing. You can pop NV testing before gamble. Yeah, we will. We don't need a gamble, I don't think. We're just going to muse our way out of it anyways. There's a brilliant instance of that happening at Reading Elevation launch. I called time a moment later. I heard Judge, can I pass? Double false lead and just instant win here. Oh, that's really good. We're just going for singles. The deck has a lot of small agendas, so like eventually we'll just get there. There's Fizarum. Pivot for 3. I mean, I don't think we want them to have that. It drops us to 4, which is a bit ugly, but we can always just simulchip shuffle, which I think we do. Have we seen a copulation yet? No. I wonder if we were meant to instead of go. I think we actually meant to muse here for a copulation. Oh, we get punished. I'll do the muse first so we don't draw into the thing. Stack for a cup. Because you could draw into it. I don't want to cup that. Look at all our breakers. Hub. Sell bus at a discount principal, eventually sell them both? Yeah, maybe. They did it. That's sick. Okay, we're like deep in the memes territory. So I think we just do Sure Gamble and then we discard some stuff. Sure Gamble's the least important card in our hand. We've already wasted our DZ trigger. We can easily discard the knickknack. So I think we do just Sure Gamble and install the Buzzsaw. That maybe disincentivizes them from playing the little ice they have. Yeah, we'll discard Buzzsaw knickknack and start the game going. The Principia game? Yeah. What do we see up the top? Did we just trash it? It was a public access. Why are we trashing these? I'd rather them draw this, I think, than anything else. Are we on threat? Yeah, threat 2. Yeah, we're there. Okay, so we know that they added agenda back to hand, but they didn't install them face up. So Principia comes in for 2. They used to be poor? Yeah, what happened? Eat your apple. Like, we have to play around bite, I guess. It's a green mail face down. Behold gets us only slightly. Oh, Defested gives them money. Yeah, right. I think we can afford to trash this, and we'll just play it testing. We could get oppoed, but then we just, I think, Fermenter and clear 3 tags. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think they should have done green mail face up. Third spin doctor. We need to run that down because they've been just getting us with uh the 4-2 slash and burns. We've been not respecting the spin doctors enough. Yeah, Vesta gives 5 credits back. Okay. So it's us. We're pretty sure this is a fly swatting. If it's a BOAC, we can't deal with it easily. So I think we can do fermenter, run it. If it's a BOAC, what do we lose? We lose a lot. If they score this hub, I don't think it matters. It costs them 3 credits. Install Principia, I think we do. I just want to plan the rest of the turn. You can Hush to be Fly Swatter and BOAC here. Oh, Hush for BOAC is so good. Yeah, that's really funny. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Principia is really good, though. Nuka is also very good for the click compression because it's going to take 2 cards out of our hand. Bangan just grinder. Hey, Diogen. Bangan's winning tonight, it seems. We lost 1 to Bangan today. I mean, there's some variance of what the damage hits for sure. Let's just do this. It's funny. What are we selling? I think we're selling the cupulation. I think we're selling the cupulation. I think we just need our MU to be open. We play around barriers? Ah, nah. I think it's the code gate. Superconducting, we lost. Oh, we drew a Muse. Yeah, right. That's not great. So we're on threat 4. So I'm just going to take all the money in the world. I wish we could simul chip this back. Yeah, so I'm assuming this is the white space if they didn't res into the Hush. I guess if it's a BOAC, they can't res it because they don't have the money. Must be flooded. Okay, we're still grinding. Cataloger here probably doesn't win because I don't think on 3-pointers, but we have to deal with the spin doctor. That was the problem we said we would deal with last turn and we didn't, or last game. Or no, last turn. Principia to draw. Okay, that's fine. We'll run spin doctor, sell the apple. This is good. This is good fuel. It feels really good. Now they're not presenting like ice problems, so like we just have to get any sort of value forward. I think face downs are gonna go back. Mitosis, okay. I think there's gonna be face downs in archives for sure. I want to draw once, so I'll run R&D draw. Hot take into Magna deck, Verification is better than Nuka. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I haven't played a lot of Maggie, but I've seen no one play Verification really. It does. Okay, that's good. It does make sense though. Okay, so now we can win off of a single cataloger. So we'll just build for that. We always can panic to suddenly gain 8 more credits or 9 more credits if we need to. They're on 13, but now their text is not playing. Is not relevant. I do think keeping the false leads, like it was a really funny play, but keeping the false leads just forces us to play around so much more than what happened. An apple a day keeps the measure responses away. It feels so good to run and quickly gain 4 credits on the card draw. Like absurdly good. Yeah, good game. Yeah, they're in a bad spot there. If they don't overrun you at the beginning of the game, the late game, they don't really have text. Thanks to the game. I enjoyed my version of the deck they played. Yeah, they gained 29 credits. Now, they don't need that many credits. Scoring out, like if they don't have a mitosis, scoring out their genders is actually slow and expensive. We made 78 and we have so much more money coming, right? Like we're going to fire environmental testing this turn. I don't know actually how we do it. I don't think we simul chip. I think we just like run, sell the Muse, and then we draw into rejigs and we start doing rejig combo stuff. Oh, that's so good. Rising Tide last card. That sucks. We can always grab it and cataloger's coming up, but we'll probably win off a single before then. I do think there's agendas in archives. It's a maximum jokes play. It's such a funny play. It like really got me. It's like not indefensible, which is really kind of fun, but it's interesting. Hey, Lucy. We meet again. I think literally every game we played, someone's trying to kill you. I don't know if it's going to be any different. I'm here to bring you joy. Oh, no. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, PD, that's fun. I like that one. Thank you. I honestly think this is the first scoring deck we played against, like straight scoring deck we might have played against in like 14 games. And it's because Lucy went out of their way to do it. All right, so we have Lily Pad, we have Muse, Coalescence combos. I mean, like, I would like to have a sure gamble because I don't think we're going to survive this. The issue is like Lily Pad into Muse into Coalescence is expensive. It is like 9 credits up front. It's Touchup's Juicenet PD. Hey, Dondo. Hey, Vice, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be core damage for sure. Like, can you keep this hand legally? Like, what do? If you do Lily Pad, draw credit, we're on 2, so we can't really Muse anything. Lucy kept, like, parts of this is good. It's good, but like, the issue is if your economy plays Muse into Coalescence, it's not an economy play. Sysent on PD. I don't know. The Lily Pad is so good. I just don't know if we can keep this. Like, we have to, our next card has to be a gamble or a straight coal. Even a rejig might be fine. I don't think we keep this, chat. No one, what do you think? I feel like we can't legally keep this. It's so close to being great. I'm glad we didn't cap. This is fine. So the last apartment had smart lights up there, so I could change the color of the room. We have no lamps in here, so it's only like, well, we have the like professional lamps, but I can't make this room purple legally. I don't know how to. Maximo Biz died for this. All right, I don't know what the table is. My guess is it's a humanoid. I don't know what this is. We in theory could do like Sure Gamble Environmental SMC check. Nuke helps us overdraw with installing, get 2 installs and get a 3rd. You think we just want to fire Maggie and let this go through uncontested? Like, I think I'm fine eating a scatter field here. It can't be any of the big Byroids. We need a pedal for the John Netrunner mood lighting, right? Can't have a non-purple room. I don't get these lights. They don't make sense. We don't have time. I think we actually do check this because it has to be like an anthill or a campaign or a humanoid. So I think we do Sure Gamble run server 1. SMC is like a check we're not going to cash. It smells like fly swatter. I'm okay if she spends 2. I just don't want to install the SMC before. We'll do Sure Gamble, run, Nuka, draw. Might be Trank good though. I'll trash it. With a Gambi, I trash it. If she had a card in archives, be more scared. Okay, that's fine. So I'm assuming it's the humanoid now. Actually, I don't know if we do this. It's gonna be a scatter field. I'm okay if it's a scatter field. She goes into 2. I think. Because if we do Nuka draw, we're on 6. I want to get the environmental down though. Nuke and click Nuka. I want to get the environmental down before we install. I think it's really important because we have no econ in my hand. We might be wrong, but we have no econ. We could check server 2. Did she keep or she mulled? She kept. That's my 1W. I think we just do environment. It sucks to not Maggie though. That's true. I just think we need to do this. Yeah, okay. I'll try it. Okay, that's good. Airblades is useless. I want to do Muse Coalescence into NV testing into Knickknack, so I think we just install the SMC here. We actually could install the Airblades and then just like get rid of them so that we can Knickknack, but we won't struggle to Knickknack this turn. Interesting. Yeah, it was a humanoid. Okay. So at least here, she wants to push on their mode server. She's going to need ice. We did show the SMC. There's some downside to that. We don't know what server 2 is. I'm assuming it's a spin. No. Oh, fully op gaming. Maybe this is combo. Do you think she has an operation? Do you smell an operation here? No, good operation too. Okay, so I think she's playing the combo version. We have to go a bit faster. Very, very good. Okay, environmental Muse Coalescence. Do we have an Azamat in this deck? Why do people stop playing Azamat? Man, I want an Azamat. I think we just do the combo thing. Sorry, yeah, environmental Muse Coalescence Knickknack run. Yeah, the operation for sure. I do think there might be an agenda on the table. I don't think there's that much we can do about it. We'll go for stack, coal. Knickknack run. HQ, she might have an agenda. She's drawn through 10. Tickle my cold dead heart a little. What were you playing at the event, Jai? And do you think you would play the same thing? So our lines are Knick-Knack Run or Nuka. I'm cool with Knick-Knack Run. If we run the remote server, thinking, unless we draw we're on Unity. Unity breaks for 6, install for 3, install for 2, break for 1. We'll be on 5. Isn't that such a weird one? Even in full acid matchup, I hate drawing the card. I like it. I played scoring outgo is fine, but it hurts that oppo is better. Yeah, no, scoring. Scoring doesn't seem always to be the play, huh? I'll run HQ for value. I think what's bad here is this is wage workers. This is a 4-2, but we can't really stop that. I think we're gonna run HQ and see it seamless. We could like pull a copulation and try and grab a seamless here. Ugh, those are the worst draw in the whole deck. Think of it for Nuka. Knick-Knack could have waited a turn. Maybe. I think if there's agendas in hand, they're going to stay there, so I could see it. Not great access. Muse into Physarum. Oh, maybe that's good. Yeah, it's wage worker into 4-2. Yeah, we should have pushed it. I think that was the read there. Midnight 3, okay. And she grabs back fully up, so we'll deal with the wage workers. Yeah, I don't think I like the play. I think we could have seen a better play there. She grabbed back fully up, so now we need to deal with the wage workers, so fully up gets harder. We should not struggle to do that. Okay, cool. Very cool. Very cool. Are you all ready to pop off? Are you all ready to pop off? Rejig into Muse, Muse into Coalescence, gain 13 credits, run server 2, run HQ, win the game. That's pretty good. Muse into Cup. Do we just get Cup here? Maybe that's good enough. Maybe Cup's good enough. I want to deal with the wage workers because I don't want her to have 9 cards in hand. I think I'm going to deal with the wage workers. I don't want her to have a 4-click install turn with wage workers. Oh, shit. That's a bad draw. Don't show me a drafter. Oh, Scatterfield. Oh, man. What a bad draw. Oh, no. You can cup a wage workers? Oh, I thought cup was to run HQ. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't like that now. What a terrible draw. That was 1 in 32. The fuck? SMC for the last Muse? I think I'm going to pay 4 for 2. I don't think we do it. SMC for Muse is still cheaper than Unity. Yeah, but then you don't have a Unity. So we SMC into Muse. That's 4 into the Physarum. Then we break at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I do think it's what we end up doing. If we grab the Unity, it's 5, and then need to boost 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's a lot worse. Is it basically is SMCing for the Physarum directly? It sets up Knick-Knack. Yeah, is it better just to SMC directly for it? No, with Knick-Knack, I don't think it is. Because we could just SMC for the Physarum, and then we spend 2, but instead we could spend 4 and get the 2 back and get a card draw. Gets the Muse out of the deck. Yeah, so it draws a card, but yeah, I'll try it. We'll go Grip. Physarum. Bypass for 2. Trash the wage workers. Okay. All right. So we have 2 Knick-Knacks set up. We could draw here and install another Muse, but we're over MU. We could draw, just install an Air Blades. We can install the Prince of Ea for 4. We want to avoid doing that. We could run for a single. Yeah, I'll install it. Technically clickless. Well, not exactly, because it puts off a Muse counter. There's no ice in the HB card pool. I think that we actually care about the text on the Air Blades. But here she can... Oh, red level really helps, because she just wants to install as many cards and fully up. So she's going to be back in the money. This is where like the Unity line is not awful because we need to deal with the fly swatter. Yeah, I really think we botched this. I think we knew that this was an agenda on turn 2 and we didn't run it. It's for the size and time. Somehow gonna die here. 2 RLCs. Oh, that's sick. It was gain 2, install a non-agenda card. You shouldn't do this. You should gain a click. Because now we know this is not an agenda. If you gain a click, we don't know what this is. So in theory, you should always go for the click, unless you need to do the click and install a non-agenda. For the Jaguar. Yeah, for the Jag. For the Echo. No, that doesn't work. Maybe it's Bass, though? Sure, it still could be relevant. It's just like nice to know it's not an agenda. Like that's information you don't want to leak. Oh, and then she draws after, so power draw order too. Ice on HQ. Okay, so we don't have to run this. This is probably another humanoid, so actually we kind of have to run it. Could be a spin doctor. What's the line here? I guess we could always just like catalog or rip it, but I don't want to. We could muse for Unity. I hate it. I said it out loud and I hated it. I hated it when I said it. We always run R&D for single. I think HQ is going to be a drafter at this point. We can't let that fire. Cat seems fun. What's Cat thinking? Cataloger? I don't know. I think we want to like mix for Serum again. I'm not doing it because I have to deal with the Scatterfield again. I think we maybe just run for a single and see what we draw. If that's the case, we probably just draw once anyways. We could Cataloger. Yeah, Cataloger's a better run. I'll do it. Nice-ish. Ugh. Wait, all of these cards are not good for us. And if there's a humanoid here, this is a really bad cataloger. Wait, why do we do this? I hate every one of these cards. These are all very good for her. I think we should have sold the air. No, we need our MU. I don't know what to do here. This is the most, yeah, this is a terrible cataloger. Oh my God. These are all very, very good. I don't think it's a card that we can give her that we're like, that was the worst card. Humanoid goes in remote server. Drafter is ice. I think Drafter is the least bad card because at least then we know what the ice is probably. Managarm, she can res. We can't really afford to deal with it. Pick whatever one you want to trash and leave it on top. Run back and see if it's a spin. I mean, that's kind of cool. Well, I don't know what's in the remote. I just don't think it's a spin in the remote. Like, I don't think she red levels a spin and then red levels for draw. So it can't be a spin. Yeah, dealing with the humanoid is the best. So I think we bury the money. We do this. Yeah, it's a team effort. Gotta give her Managarm a rerun to trash humanoid. Yeah, I think we're going to. I think the drafter actually might have been better than the Managarm. Guess we draw then run. But what are we doing? Installing Principia for 4? Yeah. We might just have another Muse angle, but I feel like this last Muse is so valuable. Okay, now we're talking. I'll install that. It's not. She passed priority. We know it's not a... The fuck? Wait, what? Why? Wait, what? Why did she red level clears like that for a spin? And so now she's gonna have like 9 cards in hand with a YDL on top? Is this the life we're living in? No, it's behind the Managarm. What is happening? Why did she... I guess she had cards in hand. Bluff that we predicted? I mean... Want to catalog her again? Push the thing down? I'm not trashing the Managram. This she hits a YDL. I hate her life. Go down to 3. Acceptable. Yeah, we don't trash that for sure. Joke's on her. We got her to res a spin dock. I'm crashing out. I don't know. I'm exhausted. It feels like it's 1 in the morning. Is someone else worried about Air Canada? Alec, yeah. Is anyone else? Yeah, definitely worried. Very unfortunate. I'm hoping for the best. Usually the strikes don't last that long. So drafter on R&D. Oh yeah, she has a fully up. So at least I don't think we care about the table. Catalog again would have been so funny. It would have been really, really funny. We have to remember that we're putting up pressure on R&D, so like the drafter probably goes there. Okay, so we can run this. We can sell the Muse. We're down to 3. I don't know. This is the humanoid we have to deal with. I don't think she has a good play. Like, I think she's just, you know, smashing cards that she has in hand. With all due respect, like I'm assuming that's a humanoid. Does she install the Mana Garm and force us to run it? Like, it's obviously we can run this, but it costs 3. But I think she just wanted to fully op, so maybe it's Mana Garm. I'm having a hard time reading Lucy. I think every time I've had a hard read, it's been like just wrong. Hey, Spyro, I was supposed to go to Ireland for a week tomorrow. My flight almost guaranteed getting canceled. Tomorrow, yeah, I assume. But they won't tell me if it is, so I can cancel my lodging and get refunded. Oh, that's awful, yeah. Renarkai's first and gamble? Yeah, I think we need to gamble our way out of this. Yeah, that's really rough where you can't cancel because you don't know. But you're probably safer off just canceling, unfortunately, which, like, that sucks. Because otherwise losing the money is probably worse. Why does opponent only have good cards in their deck? This isn't very fair. They're brave. Yeah, I think we just run and get ourselves up to sure gamble range. This deck needs Fazarum, right? So now we can do sure gamble, run it. We have a rejig line. I wish we could catalog our deck. Oh, yeah, then we draw last click, I think. This is the Mana Garm. I'm gonna be really confused. Yeah, what? They shuffled the YDL? Oh, well, yeah, we chased on agenda, you're right. That might be the Garm? Yeah, I'm surprised it is. Draft last click isn't wrong? No, it's not. We're gonna do it. If we pay 5 to pay 3, no, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so we can install the Principia for 4, go down to 3, and we can rejig it. That doesn't make sense. You made them spend money. Yeah, she spent money. It's okay. We'll definitely draw here. When Jong's comment about I have to draw right in Shaper, I mean, we'll be fine. We have, like, maybe this is a lily pad rejig line. No, that can't be it. Maybe we were meant to rejig an air blades. I don't know. We need to respond to the consequences of that run. It's okay to leave the draw. No, it's totally fine to draw run first and then draw last with Maggie. It's like not a problem. There's no card we wanted there on the run. It's not like we have clean getaway or bravado. So we can Muse for coalescence and then rejig the Muse. I think that's fine. Heap coal, I think. Muse coal, I think so because of the rejig. You can take those credits. Yeah. Principia Knickknack is not real. I think it is Gyro. I'm pretty sure it is. I think it's even better in a meta where like there's a lot of barriers because the Rising Tide pays off. I don't think in any of the games we have Rising Tide. Let me check vote on something real quick. Uh-oh. That's nano management into Luminal. I mean, like, I'm down either way. What do we notice she has? I think chat's a sick nasty. Like in cabs. Sick nasty, of course. We res a wage? Okay. Wait, what's the play, Lucille? Lucy, what was the play? Fully operational to YDL for a lot. discard 4. I mean, yeah, I'm into it. I thought we were gonna get like luminal comboed. I thought we were gonna get like nano management, luminal, fires humanoid, some shit. Yeah, I think you might have oversold it, Lucy. Like top-down solutions, nano management, install powers that be. Score luminal, install humanoid, fire humanoid. What was that? Okay. I I think we run archives and then we muse for a Unity. She didn't say complicated. Yo, Ducklin, how was Toronto? Toronto Mega City. How was performance art? Definitely a method of getting money. Thinking, okay, we gotta figure this one out. So we can run archives. We can sell the Colossus to draw. We want to get through the fly swatter because clearly this card is super important. I think it's a humanoid. Flushing archives is fine. It didn't go on top of the Managarm, but like we can break the Managarm, sort of. Don't worry about it. So Muse is only from Rejig, sorry, it's only from her hand. So we can Rejig and Muse for Unity. It's like kind of gross. I want to keep the Fizzarum here. I'll start with running archives. I don't think there's a reason we don't do it. Toronto Mega City was great. My first ever top guide. Yo, congratulations. That's sick. That's great. Environmental too. Archives install the DSM we draw? Yeah, okay. What happened? Yeah, it's the drafter we knew about. Revolver down a Principia. I want to get to this card. It's a humanoid. Sick value. That's really good, actually. I think we rejig the Muse for Unity and just have it like a silly Unity. Quick, get a cup. I'm getting the Unity out. I'm rejigging the Cataloger. No, that doesn't work. Environmental testing, rejig Muse for Unity, run server one. Everyone has to be a Gendy. No, I think it's the humanoid, but I have to run it. We all agree on that, right? I'm not drawing with Lily Pad first. Oh, we're gonna have a credit problem. Because we installed this for 3. No, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Muse, stack. Oh, we're Buzzsaw. Wait, we are Buzzsaw. Good enough. Oh, there's the DZ you wanted, Alex. So this is either an agenda or it's a humanoid. If it's a humanoid, we break it. Yeah, it's a humanoid. Discard down. Don't mind me throwing my shit into the garbage. I'm now going to sell the Buzzsaw, no joke. I thought it was a Unity. I'd be happier if it was a Unity, I guess. Yeah, we need to get out of this envy testing hole. So Principia is 3 credits. DZ is getting there. So maybe we do like a DZ revolver line, like credit, draw. Small cost of 3 points. I mean, it sent a message. One more agenda, that catalog is going to be so scary. She got to be mega flooded. It does seem bad. We did see 4 good cards, but she shuffled some of them. Okay, now we're talking. We are in the dumpster. We have to get out of the dumpster. And I think it involves selling the Buzzsaw. It probably involves selling the Airblades as a start. Not a great start. Chad, do we sell the Lily Pad? Or do we do draw, triple click for 3 credits, install Principia? Run archives, I think we do sell the Buzzsaw. I think it's too big. Sell the pad? I think we sell the Buzzsaw because then we can sell the Muse. I think we just have to fire sell everything. Well, let's run the fly swatter and sell it. Why is it not going here? You sell the cataloger? Man, it's how we win. Buzzsaw we can get back. We have all the simul chips. Like, we have all the simul chips left in the deck. I think we get rid of the Buzzsaw. Like, I want 4 credits now. It's the pad. I don't think it's a pad. We win in HQ. I can't deal with ice. I don't think we can deal with ice. This needs to fire. Which means sell Buzzsaw DZ Revolver is like a play, and then we can face check. We're gonna draw into a simul chip next draw. This is where like knickknack is bad when you're running archives, right? Like it has to make sense. Fuck. It unfortunately does not make sense. Told you. Let's see what she does. She scores a luminal, we lose. Anything else, we're fine. I hate every part of this. I mean, it's good. We got a gun. Look how horizontal our hardware slots are. She discards Sam HQ's pack. The next cataloger misses. I'm calling it. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't bet against that. It was a spin doctor used immediately for fully up a red level. Okay, so maybe an agenda in 3. Red level? I'm not scared anymore. Why do you lose on liminal? Just overwhelming value? Yeah, moral damage. They unbanned a card and they scored it. Like, I'm not winning. Don't make me concede. I'm fine with everything that happened. I think it's cool, honestly. Whatever happened there was fine and cool. Fully operational is back. It's a Maskarovka. She's gaming out of her mind. Like, I gotta give her that. Okay, so she's on 2 credits. We need to get a compilation because of Antoine. Let's think how we make that happen. How do we break barriers in this deck? Wait, does Prince B have text? Come back to a handful of apples on a board full of dreams. What happened? I mean, a lot happened. Okay, so running R&D is silly. Unless we catalog her. No, that's bad. What are we selling? Maybe the lily pad. To install another lily pad. It was pretty ambitious. Can we sweep the remote server? I don't think it's worth that much. Like, it's worth 2 credits on fully op. We sell the Muse? Yes. Like, how much do we break a Maskarovka for? 4? 3. So we install it for 2, break for 3, and then we sell it next turn. And then we can trash the Muse to grab a cup. So I'm using Samcha Battle like a fermenter and install 3 apples. Oh my god, the apples become better for the other apples. Have you ever done a 3 apple turn? I feel like this game deserves a 3 apple turn because it's so funny. I think I need to respond to her plays with a 3 apple turn. I think it's only fitting. And it's been lining up here and we haven't done it. This is sick nasty. Chow, why aren't we doing this? More. Oh wait, can we afford it? I need to install 3 apples in a turn. Wait, no, they only get cheaper. I think we won. I think that's how you win Netrunner. That's sick. Gamble? No. They become cheaper. This one was probably free or something. It's hard to tell. I think Zodia. Yo, I think Lucy can throw the towel in. I think we won. Let's go compilation HQ. 4 apples? Fuck. We want to simulchip it for Principia? I kind of need the cup. 4 cards for 3 apples seems pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. They sell them per pound. That's awesome. Off a single illumination. Man, I should play more illumination. I need to play the Netrunner that makes me happy. This makes me happy. This is good. Cup seems good. Yeah, I want to do cup. Hey, Cat, how's it going? Nice apple orchard. It's picking season. How you doing? How's the art? Cat's been working on some art. If you're coming to Conts, that will be for sale. It looks great. Yeah, let's just send it. Sell the apple. I want to keep these forever. Fine. We're making our rising tide better. We'll hit the fully op. Muse. Oh my god, we barely have enough credits for this. Running for singles? Oh, my deck doesn't run for pathetic singles. Stack. God, this board state is convoluted. Breach. Hedge fund. Does she need that? Man's got the whole bushel ready. I'll take it because it's good to have this and have a way to 3 card stacks. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. Selling breakers makes future apples more expensive. Yeah, she's gonna fully up, but we have to run all of this. Why did we sell our buzzsaw? Was anybody there when that happened? I don't remember doing that. I'm pretty sure we must have had a good idea. Triple credit hedge? No, she does install fully up for sure. Oh, I forgot where Maggie. Wait, our rising tide is good. So how do we break a fly swatter? How do we break a fly swatter? I need help. I do need help here. So either we have to deal with the wage workers or we have to run both of these servers or we lose, and we can't deal with the fly swatter. So we need to find oh god, we're gonna lose. We need to break the fly swatter. We need to run server 3. So the tide to draw simulchip easy. We'll have an MU issue. If that's the case, we'd rather Nuka. Because yeah, Nuka install simulchip lets us do it, but then we can't run this. I think we probably lose on this table. I think 3 apple play was bad. Credit run S2? It helps. She's definitely on Luminal. We lose to that. We also could just like, yeah, knack the apple, but like, it depends on what we're running. We can't break this. We could bounce it, but that's silly. We could break this for 2 credits, which puts us up 2 credits on a card, which is okay. Single R&D. Yeah, maybe we have to single R&D. That's the only way we win. We also could just like catalog her, but I think there's probably another spin. Oh, there's 2 spins out actually. Single server 3, we could force the res. If it's a scatter field, she goes down to 6. Yeah, I think we actually do just force the res on server 3 and see what happens. I don't think there's anything that gets us. Are we making apple pie instead of stealing agendas? I mean, why do you think shapers run? Ugh. How much could that possibly cost to break? Cup was on a turn where the core plant to flop was not so smart. Yeah, because she got all the cards out of her hand. But if we stole the flop 1 in 5, like, or 1 in 4, I think it was pretty good. So we could go through this for 4. That puts us on 2. 2 trashes humanoid, steals agenda. I think it's more likely there's an agenda here. I'll bite. It's 1 ice, Michael. 10 credits. It's a lot. Yeah, nice. Still in the game. Didn't lose. This could easily be an agenda because we did the cup play. So looking at hand, how do we not lose? The only way that we don't lose. No. How do we not lose? Cataloger is an option. She could have a spin doctor. We could run for a single. So like running R&D is an option. If there's an agenda in server 1, it's probably either 3-2 or 4-2. Doesn't matter. Drawn to sandwich install run. I think we run out of money. Oh no, if it exactly is, but it's a 1 in 7. Like I don't think we take a 1 in 7. Those odds are probably worse than us winning off R&D. We could catalog her and just hope this is not it. But the thing is we can't because we can't run back. Sweep both? I think if she has 2 agendas, she puts them both on the table because we can't run both of these that easily. Maybe on this turn you expect that we can deal with a fly swatter. But I could, yeah, this was not good. The 3 Principias wasn't the play, but like this game has been full of not the play. Yeah, if we find, the thing is like Cataloger won't win because we can run back. We can't break it. Drafter will fire? Yeah, if Drafter fires, she can like install a Spin Doctor. She can install a Managarm. She can do many things that we can't deal with. It's all Rising Drowse 1 that we either HQ or use that card. Yeah, if we install Rising Tide, we can go for a single in HQ. I don't think that's great. We also could like, if we don't draw it, still run R&D. Oh no, we can't for 2 credits. I think this list is on 2 spins. But it still doesn't matter because we can't get back through the drafter, right? Because Cataloger will have no counters on it. So we have to run the drafter. And then with the drafter, she could install an upgrade. What happened to her clicks last turn? I don't know. Something with apples. It was confusing. What spin, what Managarm in hand? She could have them in hand. Like it's likely she has another Managarm in hand. She installed everything? No, there's 2 cards in there. Like she wouldn't rush the Managarm down because she has one. I think the Rising Tide into Simulchip is probably the better line. If that whiffs, we can go R&D and just let this fire. And then, like, if we lose, we lose. Beans. Oh, we still have 2 credits. DZ. Yeah, I guess we go for a single now. Yeah, I guess we just go for a single. Yeah, if we catalog her, we can't run back. If she has a managram, she installs them as we think about it next turn. Yeah, but I think she has the winning agenda in server one. I mean, we could try it, but I don't think it's good. The Kata run back line. Yeah, the problem is like the drafter will fire, and I think she might have a way to fix it. Maybe she doesn't. We'll try. The best we have. Shooting it. Action. 2 cards left in HE. Want us to be managram or spin? Yeah, I think so. Okay, we whiffed no matter what. That's fine. So I think we lose to Fly Swatter. Could have let it fire this time. No, because then she stalls ice like a code gate. We can't run back, right? We bottom that. We bottom that. Yeah, I think we're cooked. Run back into spin installs. No action. Yeah, it's nothing we can do. No, we're cooked. We lose to Fly Swatter. Yeah, I think this was bad because she just dumped her hand. Maybe the 1 and 4 was worth playing into. I can't tell. I think that's it. I think that's all we have. If you res the spin, it doesn't change the game. Oh no, that hurts. Ow, that hurts. It was a Lily Bad Cell, not Buzzsaw? Not sure. Yeah, good game. Yeah, we need the next. Let's go. Yeah, we shouldn't have done the Apple thing, that's for sure. Yeah, that hurts. That's what we need, the simul chip. It can't be done. I mean, I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, we needed to just be able to deal with yeah. I don't know. If the strat is a score behind a Fly Swatter, I'm not sure I fully believe that one, but that was fun. I did have a fun time. As if she had the mana arm? I don't think she did. Did you have a mana or spin in hand? I can't do question marks. Sick nasty game though. Yeah, it was a fun game. It's fun to like play with our stuff on our side of the table for sure. I think the Airblades install was wrong. I think installing it was not worth it. I think we had enough what's it called? No, so there was no way to stop the drafter if we ran back. Cool. So we could have got lucky off of the top of R&D. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, how unlucky did we get? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 6 points in, what was it? 16 cards? So there was 3 agendas and 16 cards. We were seeing 4 of them. So yeah, no, it's not unreasonable that we miss. Yeah, it's not super unreasonable we missed there. We had a chance. I think we had like a 30% chance is my guess. Yeah, 3 and 16. I think it's about a 30 off of whatever hypergeometric estimation. I'm not sure I'm even good at that. But yeah, no, I think we installed the Airblades was bad. The triple Principia turn was just like for lols. I don't think we should have done that. I think using the Muse when we had no access to simul chip for the compilation was just not right, especially after we know that she's going to jam on the table, so she gets all the agendas out of hand. No way it's higher than 30? Yeah, higher than 30 be super, super. That's 50%, I think. Mental hypergeometric. Hold on. Geometric calculator. Way higher than 30? My guess is about 30. So population size 16. Sorry for the flashbang. Number of successes in population is 3. Sample size 4. Number of successes 1. So 1 or greater. 60? What? You see 4? No, for sure. I thought seeing 4 would still be sub 50, let alone sub 40. Well, we had a 61% chance of winning there. I did not think it was that high. Damn. Hey, are you allowed to pull out a hypergeometric calculator during a tournament? 1 and 4 for the single? It was less than 1 and 4. It was 3 of 16 for the single. I know we saw 4, but I thought 4 out of 3 out of 16 was still about 40 to 30. Just intuitively. So apparently I'm wrong by that. Just learn to do logarithms in your head. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. What is dive on those numbers? Very good. Like 80 to 90? 80. It's 81% to dive. Judge, can you calc a hypergeometric? Wait, but for real, are you allowed to do math? Can you bring a calculator? Only if you're playing PD. 1 minus 3 over 16 plus 1 minus 3 over 15 plus 1 minus 3 over 14. Yeah, I'm not going to do that because I don't think I can. I don't know how to mental math that quickly. Like if there's a shortcut that's like intuitive, I think I could do it. Yeah, this deck was fun to play. I honestly think I might enjoy it more with lat. Like no joke. I think I'd rather have the mini game of matching hand size on top of everything. Being over hand size feels a bit harder with lily pad, but I guess like having that consistent 6 hand size is really good for the meta. Are we getting a game loss? You're doing any calculations? I mean, at the beginning of my game, I do 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. That one's a good one. Maggie more boring than lat? Yeah, I would say Maggie is more boring than lat. I would say pretty heavily Maggie's more boring than lat. Round each to roughly 3 and 15, which is 3 over 1 and 5, 6. You lost me again. You need 3 about 20% things to fail. That is what I need. How to intuitively look at it. I need a whiff. Yeah. I need a whiff. Ow. Yeah, okay, sure. I almost got there. Oh man. Yeah, this deck is fun. I can see this being cool. Pinel also to do with the wage workers was definitely a line we had on that turn. The bottom of our deck was like cataloger, rejig, cataloger. Those are good. We had one more testing coming up, but I think we drew pretty well. I wonder if at some point in the midpoint we realized our economy was not going to stay afloat, that we should have just grabbed the fermenter and just use that as a stabilizing line. But yeah, not being able to deal with a fly swatter was obviously not a good spot we wanted to be in. 1 minus card seen times number of agendas divided by number of R&D will overestimate a little bit close. 1 minus cards seen. So 1 minus 4 times 3 divided by 16. Can't do that quickly though. Just memorize a few landmark values. That's probably more akin to what I'll end up doing. It's just like knowing certain numbers. Looking left, huh? Looking left. 2 agendas and 14 cards is 50% is the landmark I use in there. Really? 2 agendas? Cataloger? 2 agendas is 50%? That does not make sense to me intuitively. Really? 14? 2? 4 is 50? It's over 50. No, it's almost nearly exactly 50. That is not intuitive to me. I would have guessed like 30%. That's wild. Why is that unintuitive? Oh, the math works out to 12 over 16. I mean, that's an easier number. Cool. I think that's gonna be it for tonight. We should be back next week, maybe even a special stream. We might be joined by Neon Static. We'll see if we can set up the whole studio space and do all that sort of stuff before getting ready for Conts. Conts is obviously the priority. So if all the ducks are in a row, we'll be hanging out with maybe an Eric Hayden and a Nick Mason. So that might be next Thursday. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I've been a bit out of Netrunner for the last weeks or so. Obviously, I don't think I'm digging the modern meta. That's probably not a surprise. But I'm really excited for Conts. And like, again, I've said this so many times. It's one thing to travel out to like play Netrunner and all that, but also just like seeing friends and like hanging out. Like so many folks in chat, like I'm very excited to see in person. I haven't been traveling a lot for Netrunner this year. Obviously, not going to the States doesn't help for that. So not seeing some nice folks, but really excited for people coming out. Again, really huge bummer about the Air Canada strike stuff. Hopefully that gets resolved quickly. And so if you're flying out, that can get resolved. I hope that you don't end up paying a lot of money for like scalped, last minute tickets and all that sort of stuff. So I hope it makes sense. Excited to see what people are throwing together for Conts. Me too. I'm not like really expecting it to be like a blowout meta where we get swept by something we don't know. But I guess if you don't know what it is, how are you going to see it coming? But I'm assuming it's going to be like what you think it is. Maybe someone's figured something out. I think if you can figure out a way to like make criminal miserable, you're in a pretty good spot. And I think we've had a couple months to work on that, so we don't know. Any chance of a TI4 side event for us Wash players not making day 2? I'm not going to run a TI4 event because I've never played TI, but if you want to play TI in the space, I think you're allowed to do that. I think we'll have enough space. Maybe if we have enough too many startup like players, we'll ask you to like maybe be outside, but you're totally allowed to run your own side events in the space as long as, I guess we'll always have enough space because we have sold as many tickets as we have seats. So you can do that for sure. As long as someone has TI4, which I don't know if you're planning to travel with that big box, but I do not have a copy. Bringing StimHack Cube and Arcs. Yeah, I'm imagining we're going to see a bunch of board games and other stuff for sure. I want to give a huge thank you to all the names here and more. Oh, hold on. We had a patron just join the other day. Sure, a daily cast patron. I just want to get the name, but all these names here and more support the channel. Again, we've been a bit quiet out here, but if you want to support the channel, there's a bunch of ways you can do it. Firstly, a link in the description. You can find the patron. Any amount of support really does help to build stuff like this, to do all the streaming, video stuff, all that sort of good stuff. But also, if you just want to leave a like on the video, on the VOD, that's incredibly appreciated. It does help a heck of a lot. We're at a new world right now. Obviously, as well, you might know, I'm working full time. So the money from the Patreon, we're going to use it to reinvest in the channel and start doing some wackier stuff, which is good fun. I want to shout out to Jeff Costco, who joined as a daily cast patron just like a couple days ago, which is really, really nice. I have a ball, but I think I need to catch up on some patron stuff. Apologies. I know like degree mill sessions have been kind of grinding to a halt. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the future of that. I think any outstanding degree mill sessions, either we'll get them in or we will just refund them because I don't know if it makes sense at this point to continue running it. This scheduling just gets really, really difficult. Me planning to lug Slay the Spire, the board game, to Scotland. That's sick. It might be easier to find someone there with one, but I guess if you want to play a lot of STS, that's pretty cool. Everyone's hyped for Arcs in chat. I get it. That's it. Thanks again for hanging out. Welcome to the new space, and I'm very excited for more streams here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. Take care, y'all. You mentioned which building, but not what it was. Did you say what startup you joined? Sorry? Oh no, I haven't talked about it. Startup. I'll talk about it maybe next week. Thanks, Andre. We'll see you next week. Ciao, y'all.